Now we're on live. Look at that.
We're alive.
Yeah,
There we are.
fix your hat. You and my both go. Has go a little off.
Yeah,
Recently.
well, mine is not going to get fixed. Me and
Watch
him.
out for that cord.
Okay.
I'll move that over there. All right, there we go.
We have already decided this hat is far too large, and I'm going to be getting another one before Echo starts. So.
All right, welcome everybody to the live stream. This time we have a special guest, Philip Scarab, who actually is in person instead of rather than doing it online.
Yes.
Kind of a last minute adjustment today, but we're gonna have fun with it. You've got your own glass. You got the Stormtrooper glass.
I do. Yes.
For the Empire, as you can clearly see.
For the Empire.
So we are going to continue with what we have been doing. We considered doing something a little bit different game-wise, but decided to keep going with this direction. Hopefully the audio is working for you guys. If it is not, I feel like somebody will say something eventually.
Say something. Please say something.
Don't worry, there's only 2 people here, so...
I want my voice to be heard.
You want your voice to be heard?
Yours doesn't matter so
Mine
much.
doesn't matter. Yeah, that's fair.
No.
Nobody's ever going to hear my voice during the event, so it won't matter too much.
They don't listen to your voice before the event sometimes.
So, that's not the right button. All right, so we gotta give it. Normally, I give people a few minutes to hop in here and get all my ducks in a row while people are coming in.
Indeed. Or your I can't think of anything.
Can't think of anything.
Your faux rost. Your faux rost fowl. Faux rost fowl.
Full roast fowl.
I'm just coming up with stuff.
Okay.
It's a faux. It's a faux rost fowl. It's like a Star Wars version of a duck.
Gotcha. So we're playing fowl goose.
I'd rather not.
Rather not.
Well, it'd probably end up being Crate Dragon at that point.
I was gonna get all these guys back around. Back what we were doing last time. We were trying to play this game. I was trying to take. Oops! I forgot to switch this back to full screen. There we go. Apply. See, I think it's still working because you can see that meter down there, the one that's moving when I talk.
Yeah.
That's the one that's picking up our.
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh.
Don't do what I just did.
I will
Don't
make
hit
sure
that.
not to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's capturing about
I
the
think
same
it's
for
getting,
both of us.
Yeah.
Good.
It may be a little quiet when I move it a little bit farther forward. Oops. Felucia. I don't want to fight Felucia anyway. I'm trying to take Yagdul. But I hit quite a heavy little punching bag last time.
You threw away a Venator. You threw away a Venator.
I did throw away a Venator. Throw away is a strong word.
You sacrificed.
Sacrificed a Venator.
Or rather, the crew sacrificed themselves for a nobler cause.
It was not a sacrifice. It was a planned excursion of...
Yes, and you did not retreat from that battle, but rather you...
It was a tactical withdrawal.
Yes.
After a tactical insertion.
Yes, indeed. A tactical withdrawal after a tactical insertion to probe the enemy's defenses.
Totally. Totally that.
Totally.
I'm going to go ahead and bring Vader up here and tell him to do something useful.
That is the system.
What else can we grab? Because that little fleet was very annoying looking. Who else isn't doing anything? Anybody?
Mission log updated.
Oh, great. Did I fail already? Defensive structure. Shutter shield generator.
Storm Commandos.
Commando demolition platoon.
Do you know what Storm Commandos are?
Do I know what a storm commando is? Did it say planet? No, just build one.
Build one anytime. Already 120 weeks in.
Yeah, I know. This war has been going on for 2 galactic
standard years.
Yeah, 3 standard years, give or take. Anywhere I can build that. Anyone has any leftover ground space left? Probably not. Oh wait. It has to have a power generator, I'm pretty sure, so... Minban, you want one of those? Minban? Okay.
You have to build a power generator
I'm pretty sure they have to build a power generator first in order to get that.
Yeah.
Oh, they can build mining stuff. Yay.
That is good. Tax them and...
Oh, we're not doing that there, because I want them to make me money.
Tax them and make them work in the mines.
Absolutely. We gotta tax them for the Empire.
Well, yes, we must raise funds for our super secret projects.
Yes, yes.
our super secret important peacekeeping projects.
Peacekeeping projects. Must keep the
Peacekeeping.
peace.
Must keep the peace.
Yep, come on. There we go.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to build that there. Bro, don't remind me to go back there. See, this is
Wraithel.
your job. You're sitting next to me now. You can help me
I read
remember.
the chat. I make sure you remember.
Don't worry,
things.
nobody's saying anything. I don't think anybody's watching this time.
No,
We're
nobody's-
safe.
We're
You can
safe.
say whatever you want.
I can say whatever. I can do stupid stuff.
Well, within reason. But there's an ATTE on that planet, on Biss.
So, oh, how did we get one of those?
I think it was just one of the ones that started with it. You know, if people keep trying to build AT-ATs, how hard do you think would be to build AT-ST? I mean, you have
Construction
legs on the
complete.
ground at all times. It shouldn't be too difficult.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? Research facility.
That should be maybe Death Stars.
It says Death Star.
Yeah.
We
okay.
need a lot more money. A lot
That's-
more money.
I feel like it would be safer to go if we got that much money. Safer to go Executor than Death Star, because Death Stars are notorious for having exploitable weaknesses.
Yeah.
In
That
fact-
IG-88 from the original game where it just immediately blows up randomly. And you're like, come on.
Yeah.
You got any of your page-long discussions to hit me with? Now's the time.
Not today.
Not today?
I may come up with some, but
Maybe you come up with something.
they will be completely out of the blue and likely related to whatever planet you're fighting on at the time.
I see.
So
I'm gonna go ahead and pull the Lancer off of this fleet and send it over to help with this gigantic mess that we've created over here.
Construction
Oh, I also need to do something with this. Let's go ahead and grab. Let's start with that. Let's grab these forces here.
Moving out.
Not all of you. I learned my
Now for
lesson.
some profit.
I learned my lesson. Somebody stay behind and guard it.
Construction complete.
Uh-oh. You've already got the laptop out.
question. My first question.
Oh, dear.
Do
Here we
you
go.
know what Operation Domino is?
I'm pretty sure there's a real-life Operation Domino, and I don't know what the Star Wars
this
version
is
is.
a Star Wars version.
Okay, I don't think I know what the Star Wars version
All
is.
right. Well, we'll start with that.
Or I might know about it, but I'm not sure I know the name of the operation.
Yeah. So, Operation Domino was
Was it
the
a domino effect?
actually essentially yes. That
I
was
was
the
I was
idea.
guessing it was going to end up
Yeah.
like that.
Well, yeah, I think it was. That's the reason it was named that. So in Star Wars Legends, this is Legends, not
Okay.
canon. The original rebellion, founded primarily after the Corellian Treaty of 2 BBY, and also a few other little things. Primary goal, primary theory, tactic of the original rebellion was to essentially free as many planets as possible from the Empire's control to be symbols for the rest of the galaxy, so that the rest of
Oh.
the galaxy would rise up.
Are you talking about the one that happens in the games? The
Pretty much every Galactic Civil War Imperial mission that you play in a video
Yeah.
game where the Imperials win is basically retconned into being Operation Domino.
Yes.
Because that's the rebels just going full force, all in, a lot of time with separatist battleships.
yes, I know what you're
And-
talking about now. I didn't remember the name of it. Though.
Yeah, that's something I believe it might have been Essentials Guide to Warfare, one of those things they add to tie a bunch of those kind of off-brand rebel things together, because of course Operation Domino failed tremendously after the Empire did what the Empire does best.
Well, the Empire is the Empire.
Yeah, and so Operation Domino just completely failed. That's when the rebels switched their tactics to what we see. Pretty much, we see this in canon a lot, and also in a lot of other
Reinforcements canceled.
media, where they're more hit and run,
On my way.
hit and fade, as it's
Yeah.
called in universe. Hit and fade tactics, where strike at key Imperial positions, slowly whittle them down until maybe, possibly, eventually, we'll get some result out of it. Of course, the rebels in this aren't that smart.
Those poor guys just got obliterated.
Oh my goodness.
The game's also lagging like crazy right now. I'm not sure what's happening here.
Well, that's not my PC.
Yours would just crash.
Mine wouldn't.
Look at this! Look what we can get!
How could... Interesting.
On our way. Let's go.
We need some disposable battle droids.
Ready for orders.
There's another.
TIE squadron here. Yes, sir. Scouting.
Yeah, I know of it, and once you start talking about it,
Yeah.
holy shit. Oh, everything on the computer.
Sir.
What the heck was that? Okay, guys, get out of there. Stupid TIE fighters.
Engines activated.
TIE fighters are like more danger to themselves than they are anything else in this game. We get AAT?
Deploying
Look at that, we get AAT.
Well, what do you know?
Guys, get out of there. Fly away. And just fly there. Just stay there.
Got it handled, sir. They're losing numbers quickly.
ready to go.
Alright, this is gonna get dead, but
Very
On my
quickly,
way.
yes.
don't go towards it, you idiot. Get over there. TIE fighters. Goofy ties.
The locals are allied against the Empire on this planet.
Well, I couldn't tell that.
Wait ready, sir.
Unit destroyed.
Oh, they have AT-APs. It's gonna hurt.
I have a lot of. Oh, yes, that's gonna hurt bad.
Scanning area. Engaging enemy.
What the heck is that?
Unit destroyed.
Why are you going in?
On the move.
I want you guys to be useful for other things, and you guys are just not being useful. Alright, we're just gonna hold the landing zone and let them come to us at this point.
Yeah, that's one of the best tactics.
I haven't been able to find an artillery unit yet in this game.
A true artillery, yeah. The Empire is notably lacking when it comes to true
Yeah.
artillery units. That's
Which, in the base game, they had,
SPMA.
yeah,
Yeah.
which was very useful.
Yes, that's a very notable artillery piece that the Empire has, but yeah, it's not very common, so I can see why it's not very common to this.
What's happening right now? We were completely surrounded. This is not a great landing zone. We land on the beach.
Why would you land your troops on a beach? Out
It's
of all
Star
places.
Wars. You land everywhere that's bad for you.
No, you land everywhere that might be.
That's also true. Yeah, we're just gonna win this one. This isn't gonna end it well for anybody.
Shall I come up with another question?
Well, I was thinking, I was gonna wait for people to kind of get in on this, but I was thinking you could talk about ISB stuff, since you're doing ISB stuff
I
at
am.
Echoes Resolve.
Yes. Yes.
That, and we also have all the new ISB questions coming out of the Andor series. It's like
Indeed.
ISB should be what you should be talking about tonight.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, are you going to write something down now? Oh, you're gonna. Oh, cool.
Maybe some things.
ISB. You want to discuss what the ISB is for Echoes Resolve?
Yes. So the ISB, or Imperial Bureau of Security, as it is properly known, is in-universe that basically catch-all for a lot of the more logistics side of the Empire and the stuff that you don't see, the stuff behind the scenes. Of course, if you've watched Andor, which I know most of you watching this have watched Andor, you have a good
If you
idea.
haven't, watch Andor.
Go watch it. But yeah, the ISB is very much not frontline soldiers, although they are very much capable, all of them, of being frontline soldiers. That's not what they're meant to be. They are the background, the people who keep the Empire running, basically, by whatever means necessary. At the event, they are they're classified as a sub-faction of the Empire. They're Imperial, and they're a special group of Imperials that don't answer, and we're probably going to change this over the course of events, but at this event they're probably going to answer less to Imperial Command, Colonel Kyrell and the like, and they're going to answer directly to Lieutenant Scarab, which is myself.
Who gets your orders directly from ISB Command, which is me.
which is you. So, yeah, we have this hierarchy,
Ready.
of
Yes,
course.
sir. Ready to go.
And
Awaiting
the ISB is kind of a
Engaging in firefight. We can't take this.
Where I was going with that.
ISB is a what? ISB is an organization.
Where ISB is still an organization.
An organization. What's your normal target? If the ISB goes to do something, what's the ISB targeting?
Targeting as in targeting against, trying to destroy, trying to.
Yeah. What's their mission goal? What's your MOE or MOS?
Our overall goal is to prolong the security of the empire.
Mm-hmm.
But say in a specific mission, say maybe an assassination mission, for example, we would be.
Assassination? That would make you the bad guys.
Well, no.
Are you the bad guys?
Look, have you? How many times have you seen the rebels assassinate people?
All the time.
All the time. Yeah. See,
Look at
no one in the Star Wars galaxy are really the good guys.
Look
Let's
at
be
those
honest.
DPs crawl the hill. Look at that. Look at those. Oh, that guy's gonna get destroyed.
Yes.
This air sport is taking forever to come in.
No one you'll let's be honest here. No one you'll find in our universe can truly claim they're the good guys. If you've watched, say, Rogue One, we've all done terrible things on behalf of the rebellion. You watch the opening scene in Rogue One, you immediately know who the evil people are. It's the rebellion. It's people who shoots the guy who's helping him in the back, obviously.
Well, he was a liability.
He was a liability. And we also have liabilities here in the ISB, here in the Empire. And we must dispose of them the same way.
Are you a liability?
To some, perhaps. I don't like to think about that.
Where are you guys going? What are you doing? These guys are just running away. Hey, Tyler's here. I figured Tyler would be here.
Yes, sir.
Just shoot that. I don't know what these guys are doing. A lot of stuff that's been blown up. Hopefully this makes the next one a lot easier. Alright, I got a bomb at least. That'll do some damage. We're about to lose this one. Catching up real quick. Are you trying to catch up on this? I apologize. Oh, that's probably what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, power generator.
You guys don't have as much of a spread as I'm used to. Alright, go ahead and blow the guy up and call this in. We only got 4 tanks left. You guys don't need it. We're not even gonna take you off. Just try to kill that thing. So ISB, you have how many people do you think you're gonna have? 3?
We have
three actual
currently
ISB.
2 confirmed, and then myself. There might be a third person. I don't have anybody who's messaged me. If you're watching this and you'd like to join the ISB, please message me in Discord, Philip Scarab, Cat Friday. And we will get that figured out because I must know before the event starts who's coming, how many people are coming. Otherwise, I will be running around like a chicken with my head cut off trying to figure out what's going on.
You will. You will. No matter what. Have you seen what happens to me at events?
I've often been around you while what's happening. Yes, we're probably only gonna have 2 to 3 people, and
Charge, tank. This is your last thing. You guys are just getting obliterated. Go, boys. Do your duty. Actually, if I was smart, I'd keep them alive a little bit longer, use them bombardment. See if I can pull them back far enough.
turn to.
We've exhausted our reinforcements.
Yes, there's likely only going to be less than a squad's worth in the long run, less than a squad's worth of true agents.
Is your goal though? Is it RP or is it combat?
RP, 100% roleplay in every way. I know I've spoken to some people who they still want to maybe like hop in Imperial costume, maybe act as normal Imperials for a bit, run gun. So we've tried to set it up so that they can do that and have a little bit of flexibility where they can go normal Imperial route or almost almost a half unaffiliated style where they're walking around. They're dressed like unaffiliated. They look like unaffiliated. They're pretending to be unaffiliated, but they're still working for the Empire. So, you know, there's going to be a small amount of them. I doubt you should keep an eye out for any suspicious-looking fellows, because odds are that the person you're talking to is not an Imperial agent. But, you know.
Wait, are there suspicious fellows out there that are not Imperials? How's that work?
Well, there's plenty of suspicious fellows out there who aren't Imperials. In fact, I could probably name a few, starting with Loki. But,
well, at one point he was partially Imperial. He worked for the Empire at
he did.
one of us. All right, here we go. This is gonna be a challenge. You keep talking. I gotta fight this one.
What else about the ISB?
Talk about the ISB uniform, the white one.
Imperial Security Bureau uniform. Yes. So.
The one that I feel is modeled off of Herr Goring.
Headline. Yes.
Only the bad guys can wear white and make it look intimidating.
Indeed.
The name of Mom Mothma in the original wearing the beautiful white. Well, I guess Leia wore the white too, and made it look very, very
well, you
beautiful and dashing.
In the same scene, there were stormtroopers wearing white as well.
I know, but they were intimidating white.
Indeed.
Because they actually hit people in the opening scene. Unlike the scenes later on that everyone gives them a hard time for.
There's actually something I found out a few months ago that I found interesting. Someone on the Discord posted the script of A New Hope, and I started reading through it. I didn't get very far, but I read through it, and I found that the original script for A New Hope is actually a lot more violent and gory and leaning towards the
Really?
It's like the opening scene where the stormtroopers bust open the door, and it describes the smoke and the stuff that you see in the scene, but also describes a man walking through the smoke with half his jaw shot off, and
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Well, they were going for Star Wars at that point.
At that point, it was a lot less. It was going to be a lot less all audiences.
Yeah.
And a lot more. A little bit less all audiences and a little bit more maturity. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah. Did someone post that on Discord? I must have missed that.
That was a while back. I'm sure you could look up the script for the A New Hope.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, a lot of that. There was also some stuff I read with. There's a whole slew of deleted scenes for early in the movie.
Yes, I've seen some of those.
How George Lucas wanted to introduce Luke, the main character, one way, and his directors told him, no, you should do it this way. And so they filmed some scenes that they ultimately cut in favor of George Lucas's way of doing things.
Well, if you look at the original, how the original movie went, it was a lot of that. Like, I want to do this. Everyone else like,
it's not
are
gonna
you sure
work.
you want to do it that way?
That's not gonna work, bro. And
how about we do something a little better, a little different?
Confirmed. Attacking.
And of course, we all know the end results. Captured the hearts and minds of millions, and that's why we're here today. Congratulations.
Yeah, well, you can look at that and just go, hey, yeah, that's why we're idiots dressed in costumes, going out in the middle of nowhere to do stuff.
Indeed.
This poor fighter squadron is having a terrible day. What did you find at the Empire? How did you find them? Hello? Hello?
There you go.
I'm trying not to overextend because I can't hyperspace the units into this area. I'm not sure why.
I see. It may be those. I wouldn't be surprised if those stations had something.
Yeah, must be something up here.
What is my
I've got this here again. I'm going to use her to scout.
Yes, that VT-49 decimated.
For the glory of the Empire.
Bring up the dreadnoughts and victories.
Ready for battle.
Oh, you can't hear it, but the German-speaking victories sound pretty cool again.
Oh, I know. Yes. Wie auf 2-9.
Yeah.
Auf heute behente.
So are you going to? You should do that. You should speak some German at the event as an alien language when you're trying to
Actually,
people.
fun fact, Faith's Grasp, as Philip Scarab, I was Philip Scarab for most of the events. But being an NPC, I can switch characters once or twice. And I did that once or
Did you
twice
Jawa this time?
as a Jawa. And while I was a Jawa, you know, there's basically a few different ways you can play a Jawa. You can either speak gibberish, or you can speak broken English, or you can do what I did, is speak gibberish and then throw some words of German into it so that people have, you know, you can kind of still convey messages, but it still sounds like a completely alien language. And of course, you can use like eins, 1,
Eins, zwei.
2, 3. Blau.
I speak speaking Deutsch now. Oh,
I
good.
speak Deutsch. Perhaps that would be an interesting scenario.
It'd be fun to play like one of the alien races and just speak another language and not, 'cause, I mean, that's something that most Star Wars does, but you always have droids that subtitle it for you, and so it's
You always
less
have
of
wherever there's an alien around, there seems to be a protocol droid or somebody who can echo what the alien is saying because they understand. So convenient. It's always so convenient. Like you have Han. Even when somebody else can't understand what Chewie's saying, Han's always like, "Oh yeah, I think the carburetor's loose," or
Yeah.
something like that. And it's just like, what's the point of having him speak an alien language?
Oh, aesthetics.
Aesthetics,
It
of
will
course,
look good.
but still,
Come here, come poke me. Come here, come poke me.
you don't get any of that feel of real life dealing with something in a different language.
All right, we're gonna do the thing. Send the TIE fighters.
Ready for command, sir.
Oh, second stage pilots
It's
on deck. This
I have
is
been
not
tempted.
a drill.
I've been tempted to try to organize a OG Battlefront 2 night of the old version, not the new version.
Yeah, not the new Battlefront 2, but the old one.
Oh, there she is.
There she is.
That's one that's going to be a pain to go through.
Yep, Invincible.
Wait, this one has
class.
shields? I thought the Invincible didn't get shields. I thought that was
No,
part
the
of the point.
Invincible. The Invincible had shields. You're thinking of, don't remember which one it was, but it was a Mandalorian ship.
Oh,
That
right.
was a Black Sun, and
Yeah.
it was just armor.
I know it doesn't
no
have
shielding.
great shielding. Yeah, it's weak shielding. Okay.
Well, it's 3,000-year-old vessel.
Yeah, it's only been around a couple years.
Yeah, only been around a couple.
Alright.
Invincible. Yes, sir. One of the longest running singular ship designs is the Invincible class.
Enemy ships. Taking them out.
Come on, Vader. Go for the big ship. Do your thing.
Squadron standing by.
We'll let the victory just start pounding it from a distance.
Targeting.
Falling out of formation.
I love. Look at this frigate or this freighter in the middle of a battle line. Look at this guy. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. That's Perla right there. Do 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 do. We have a shipment to make, and there's just missiles going by the ship. I'm like, yeah, well, that's part of our job is to make the shipments happen.
The game is a wee loud compared to our voices.
Okay, I can fix that. No more game.
No, no more game.
Bring all this up down. There. Let's try that.
Dang right.
Just ship it. What I mean, your shipments have to go through, right? The Perla have to get through.
If you don't get your shipments through, what are you doing? I mean, firefight or no firefight, I don't care.
Okay, he's still going. No, he's taking pictures. That is a Baxel HoloNet news report ship right
That's
there.
it. That is Clive Duster's in on that
Yeah.
ship.
Clive Duster is getting the up close and personal version of this fight. I might hurt. I heard ion cannon. Wait. Am I tractor beaming? Are you tractor beaming the station, Vader? Or is this station tractor beaming
that
you?
station, I believe, has a tractor beam. For some strange reason, it can use it on ships bigger than it is.
Apparently.
I don't know why you would try and do that, but...
Well, where are you going? Turn around. Some of these ship captains are not the best, are
I
they?
will say, they are mostly probably Coruscant ship captains who have never been at the helm before.
that is majority of what we have to deal with.
Post office slogan, but insert blockades, missiles, and planetary shields.
Perlo Corporation. We need it shipped. We'll ship it. Is it a blockade? That's okay. We have permits. That should be
permits.
Perlo Corporation.
Got
we
a
have
blockade?
permits.
We have permits. Need something shipped? We can get it there.
Are you going to turn around and shoot this thing, or are you just gonna fiddle? Which ship is this? What's your name? The Gladly.
The
Glady.
Glady.
No.
L.
Gla-
Glady. It's like Glade, but with E.
I like Gladly better.
Gladly. What's your ship's
yours?
name? What?
Jundland.
Wait. Tell me your ship's name. Gladly.
It's a Who's on First. I have been wanting to do one of those. One day I want to do a Who's on First inspired scene in the cantina. Do like a cantina jokey thing.
That'd be great.
And just have it who's the captain? Or what's on navigation? Or what's on scope? What's on the scopes? Who's on navigation?
What's on the scopes? Who's on navigation?
Yeah. And just to play with that, I think it would be really fun. Okay, we got that. We got the big boy.
Got the invincible, although
Yep.
Vader is not looking too good.
That's why I brought the anti-fighter stuff. And what the heck is that? A Mir?
Cruiser.
It's a Mir cruiser. That's all it is, a Mir cruiser.
It's just a mere cruiser, people.
We hire out the most dangerous routes. Forge permits if necessary. Hold up.
Forge.
Are you admitting to something?
I don't like that word, forge. For one, I don't like the Mandalorian interpretation, and for two, I don't like the rebel/criminal interpretation.
Wait. Are you guys not the same team?
Oh, that's an independent. That's the purple,
Yeah.
and the station is the white, so they're hostile to each other. Need to get some of those TIE fighters up there to.
That's what I'm trying to get them to go, and
Vader's flying.
they're targeting this destroyer here apparently.
Ah,
Well, there is no destroyer there.
what destroyer? What destroyer?
Where did she end up?
She's just sitting at the bottom.
Yeah,
not
apparently.
getting involved. Like those Lancers and the Arctons. Vader. No, Vader's not got any shields.
No. There we go.
The corporation acknowledges
Just
the paperwork.
paperwork.
No reason everyone else shouldn't.
Hey, that's fair. At least you're gonna get a form. I do want you guys at the event to have to go back and forth with paperwork trails, where the ISB or the Empire shows up like, hey, we're here to talk about your involvement, and they're like, well, actually.
I don't know how the ISB would feel about some having to be the negotiators, but we could definitely do something. In fact,
The negotiator.
Ah, yes, the negotiator. I was thinking about something. Well, I'll leave that be. It might be spoilers for something. I don't know.
You're thinking about something. You're gonna leave it lay, are you?
We will. I'm making people sign for their payouts.
Yeah, Vader's ship isn't gonna make it.
Vader.
That's okay. I only brought him for a ship. The only other useful thing he was for, well, make people sign for their payouts. And that's, I like if we could add a little bit of that bureaucracy into the game, because it's just gonna make it's gonna make dealing with them more realistic, and it's just gonna make some of the quests infinitely more interesting because they actually have to follow through with things.
It's always fun to have the Imperials engaging with the unaffiliated in unique ways.
There he goes.
There goes Vader. The Devastator is fallen.
That's too bad. Oh dear, so sad. Did he take Vader with him? No, Vader's in a TIE fighter. Dang it. Darn. That totally wasn't my intention, Vader. I definitely didn't try to get Vader killed.
Definitely not. We're not going to talk about how many Imperial
she's about to die.
officers like us he's killed.
I heard like 3 guys get choked while he was dying.
What is the main goal for the Empire in Bolivar for this year?
Empire's main goal for Bolivar is to retake it.
Take it back.
Where are you going? You were targeting that. I need you guys to take that out so I can bring you guys reinforcements. I'm assuming that's what's jamming us.
Roger that.
Alright, so I'm going to go find me a place where I can call in reinforcements. The Empire is going to start in a staging area, and then they are going to move from that staging area into different sectors in sector control missions. It's going to be a bit different in terms of how they've been used in the past. They're not like an occupying force. They are actively retaking territory that was lost after the first event. And so, are you tapping the floor?
No.
I can hear you.
Okay, I'll stop.
Well, I guess we're just come on. Find a place to call in, guys, please. They're gonna have quite a lot on their plate, actually. They are going to have all the sectors, which are going to be, you're going to start in one sector, and then you have to clear everything mission-wise in that sector before you can go to the next sector. And so it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the commanders on like where and when that they want to call all their stuff or do all of their missions at first. And so it's going to be a bit of a change of pace for them. And eventually, once they hit their limit, it will be a more standard. They'll probably end up into patrol sequences and such. Because the idea is they'll start the event and they'll take as much territory as they can hold, and then that will become their region. The thing about Bolivar is because of the nature of the field, the battle line may end up being fairly wonky. You're probably not going to have a straight line. It's probably going to be very this wonk this way and whatnot.
Up and down and up.
But they'll
and
still
down.
have to deal with clearing and closing bulbous holes
Yeah.
and nests, which will
Make
change.
that sound like Terminids.
Yeah, well, that's the point.
Closing the holes.
It's actually one of my main inspirations for the bulbous nests, because we'll
That's
be
fair.
using the fob boxes for that.
As commonly a squad leader, how should we go about taking sectors? And is this more of a Battlefront event?
No, this is an RP event, but for the Empire, the field is broken into sectors for them, and so you'll be talking with your commanders about how to do that. The sectors, each sector, because the admins will have a list of missions. Oh, can't even see my hands. I'm making hand gestures. They'll have a list of quests, and they have to complete all of the quests in that sector before they can move on to the sector adjacent. And so the chain of command may look at this list of missions and go, hey, we want to do this one over here. But in order to get to that mission, we have to do all the other ones. So it's kind of like a tech tree of missions. It's not saying that you can't go to other parts of the field as a player, as a squad, to do other things. And some of your quests will take you to other parts of the field.
But the portions that are actively under Imperial control will be the sectors that they have taken, that they have done the quests to take.
The sectors are only going to apply for the Empire. The other teams don't have anything to do with those sectors.
What's that quote from Andor? Do you think the rebellion cares about the lines we draw on maps?
Yes. Yes. Because of the RP events, I run the missions asymmetrical. They call it asymmetrical warfare missions. What the Empire is doing is not necessarily what the Rebels are going to be doing. Now, obviously, the Rebels don't want the Empire to succeed, and the Empire don't want the Rebels to succeed, and so they will automatically have conflict there. But the major groups... There's another one. What? There's just a frigate just sitting over there. A UFO. Are you abducting people from this planet?
I hate the looks of those things from
They're
Clone Wars. They're just UFOs.
It's just a UFO.
I mean, their look is theoretically significantly altered, but not enough in my opinion.
But
Silhouette's still there.
yeah, so the Rebels will have their own list of missions. The Empire has their own list of missions. The Hutts have their own list of missions. The Pikes, the Perla, everybody has their own list of missions, and it's never going to be dependent on another faction. Now, there's a lot of crossover as to who's doing what. The different factions will clearly have their own agendas that will overlap, and other teams will be in the way. But we rarely make it so you have to fight another team in order to do what you want to do for these events. Now, for the Battlefront events, that's different. It's an automatic war zone. But because of how the events ended for the Empire the last time, the Empire is starting off kind of on the back foot, in a sense, because they pretty much evacuated the planet entirely and bombarded it. And so story-wise, they have to come back now and retake what they have or had before. Hey, why don't you see if you guys can take that? Good luck. If that answers your question.
Goated reference. Thank you for explaining all of this. One last thing. Should we be worried about the Cult of Malgun returning?
Not at Bolivar. The Cult of Malgun is specific to Malston. So it will not be a... Oh, that's great. It will not be a faction at Bolivar. Instead, we'll have a whole bunch of Bolvos. They will be the main force of planetary stuff themselves. I'm trying to make it so at different events you have one different thing that makes that planet a little bit more unique rather than just a
Every
field.
field has its own thing.
Yeah.
Bolivar has the Bolivos. Malston has the Malgun. Rhaegor, at the RP event at Rhaegor, will likely have its own thing that you should definitely come see.
Did that get officially announced yet?
I don't know if it was officially announced. Maybe it
I
might still
think-
be a rumor. I don't know.
I think it did. I think I saw that it officially got announced.
I just
I mean,
remember
everybody
seeing-
knew about it, and then somebody was like, "Well, it hasn't officially been announced yet." And I was sitting there, like, actively explaining about the event. And I was like, "Oh, it's not official yet. Oops."
Is that the one in Texas?
Yes.
Rhaegor
Yes.
is in Texas.
Yeah.
Texas field. We had Battlefront Rhaegor this past year.
Yeah, they had the Battlefront Rhaegor. I unfortunately was not able to make it, but they're going to be doing an RP event next in November, sometime in November. I mean, I'm in the Midwest. That's why I didn't really go down to Texas.
Yeah.
I won't.
Bolivar is closest for us.
Yeah, I won't be able to go to the October Battlefront, which is going to be the one in Wisconsin. I'll be busy, so I'm gonna miss that one. Ooh, can we get a shot of that explosion exploding? No, not really. Okay, I need to remember to do that so I can get better thumbnails. But there is an Imperial flotilla.
Indeed.
Look at that, and that poor acclimator just sitting in the center.
Well,
Hey kids, back in my day.
I know Willis Raincloud has voiced his love for the Acclimator. I will, in fact, say that I do not like the Acclimator, and I think it is not a very good ship.
You don't like the acclimator?
I think it is flimsy, and it
sure looks flimsy in the Clone
straddles
Wars.
the line between carrier and warship, and I don't think it does a good job. I don't think any ship should be that divided on
You
its
can
role.
have your opinion, ISB officer, and you can be wrong.
Well,
It's
so
okay
can
to
you.
be ISB and wrong because you can just change the rules to be
Well,
right.
it's okay to be lower rank than me and also be wrong.
No, it's not okay to be lower rank than you and be wrong. It's okay to have a higher rank than you and be wrong. Wait a second. For the Empire.
For the Empire.
The Empire actually, I imagine, at Bolivar is going to have a two-phase sort of plan. Well, actually, there's another thing I should mention about the Empire. I need to make an official post about this, but the Empire at Bolivar, on day 2, on Sunday morning, we are going to have a mass Imperial group. We put out a call for everybody who has an Imperial costume that would like to come. Are you guys even trying? That are doing something else to bring an Imperial costume and put it on for Sunday morning. And we're going to have a mass Imperial reinforcement group that will have a specific quest to help out with. And we're hoping to get a good mass of Imperials, because we have a bunch of Imperials that are coming as like huts. and we want to give them a chance to have some fun as Imperials with their Imperial costumes, which are really cool.
It is rumored that we will see our first ever true stormtrooper at an event.
Supposed to be, if he gets the costume finished.
A rumor, but
Are we talking about the same person?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah. I think he's been working on it. I heard the helmet was causing grief, which I could imagine.
A helmet of all things.
One of these days, I'm gonna get a stormtrooper. I'm gonna get a TK. It's on my
You're
list.
gonna get a TK?
I've wanted a TK costume since I was a kid.
Yeah.
I've always wanted a stormtrooper costume.
That's fair.
I'm too poor for a stormtrooper costume, so instead
Yes.
I have the Imperial Army's equipment that I'm beginning to put together.
Yes.
But eventually, I'm getting a TK. I want to be a mindless stormtrooper.
I'll do my best to get my costume finished by next weekend. By the way, I'm not the stormtrooper. I got my chest plate recently from 850, but I don't know.
I am on the same boat as you. I thought they were gonna come with instructions. I picked up the chest piece for the Imperial Army chest piece and the TIE Pilot chest piece. And whoops. I don't think it came with enough straps. I think I only have enough pieces for one set, which is kind of confusing. Let's get that station falling in the background.
Come on, blow.
Oh, is it gonna blow up? Or is it just gonna sink? It's gotta blow up eventually, right?
I saw a flash, so the health bar is at 0, but it's just.
Well, it's obviously at 0 because it's no longer maintaining orbit. There we go.
That's pretty good.
There we go. That poor Victory. There she goes. She's going good now.
Yeah.
I like to imagine there's an officer on the bridge with a hall recorder.
To the Empire.
To the Empire. Let's get it from the Dreadnought perspective. There we go.
I'll look at some of their videos or ask Justin for help. He's made a few to my knowledge.
That's immediately who I started asking questions to was Justin, and went, "Hey, fellow admin, how do I make this?" I guess I have to blow up this guy for it next. This is the hardest part of fighting the civilian groups. It's like, where's the rest of them? Will you stop? If you're gonna hit my Star Destroyer, please, or hit my acclimator. I want my poor Victory 2s. All right, we're gonna put these guys on hunt. Vader, go do your thing. Oh, we got some good money.
Very nice.
Yeah, I don't know how to build armor yet. I have a couple armor pieces because I want to add some armor to my costumes and have stuff that I can loan out, and I just don't know how to do it yet.
I also need to find a sergeant thing to add to my costume. Might throw it on a cloak for fun.
I'm talking like the shoulder pad
Or the rank bar.
or the rank bar. Well, I don't think the sergeants do. They have an actual rank bar, or I think the sergeants just have the shoulder.
The in the Imperial.
Or for the army, the army ones have a rank bar. Yeah. The stormtroopers don't. They just have
corporal,
a
sergeant, private. They all have a rank bar.
yeah. So like the army ones.
Yeah.
Which I printed you out one for lieutenant.
Lieutenant, good. Is that because it's got several blue and then one
It should be
red.
just three.
Just three blue.
For the ISB, it's just 3 blue.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
I haven't painted it yet, but I printed it for you.
It shows not really any authority for the army, but authority for.
Well, you're not supposed to. There's a lot of people that are like, oh yeah, I'm a captain. I'm like, can we all just peel it back?
We had a general running around in regular army clothes at the first Survivors Endeavor
Oh, yeah.
event, and since then we've had admirals and I'm sure captains, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, but I'm always like, guys, can we just all be grunts? Like,
Yeah.
I just want to be a grunt.
I'm glad throughout the past years the Empire has, well, I'm sure the Rebels have to enforce the, you stick to your rank. If you don't, there will be RP repercussions.
Well, the Empire has an actual system in place now. Like you get rank for going to a certain number of events or whatnot. I think they posted something about that. Remember your rank.
Yeah.
You don't get to just pick your rank.
No, yeah. Main thing is if you're a squad lead or not.
Yeah. And you get some because you're you.
I actually for those I of course I'm a lieutenant because being a leader of the ISB faction, I am Lieutenant Scarab. All ISB players can choose to be called either agent or ensign, which both have the same meaning. I remember at the first event I called myself a captain. I'm glad to be a sergeant now. It was really fun to actually progress forward. Yeah. Character progression is a big thing.
We have there's some interesting things you can do with character progression because of how we've prepared the event.
Yeah.
There's a question specifically for you from Tyler now.
To build up to that question, on the topic of character progression, Philip Scarab, character I've been since Survivor's Endeavor, which I originally attended as a player. In character, Survivor's Endeavor was basically my first deployment right out of the academy. Well, actually not out of the academy because I was academy dropout.
You were a cadet. Didn't you call yourself a cadet? You weren't even a trooper at that one?
Yeah, pretty much. Because I applied for stormtrooper training, but I didn't make it. I was a dropout. Got thrown in with a platoon of army troopers that were deployed to reinforce Colonel Kyrell's force 313th on Bolivar. So I was an army force and basically just got my platoon decimated by Bolivos and rebels and everything else that was falling upon us at Bolivar. I was actually wounded in the fighting at Bolivar, and managed to secure a discreet deal with an officer to transfer to the IDMR, Imperial Department of Military Research.
Stealth units. Every time I turn around, there's a stealth unit hitting a planet. Every time.
And so, during my tenure as Imperial Research technician, I worked at both RP Mawston events, Ambition's Toll, and Fate's Grasp. And right before the start of Fate's Grasp, I was approached by a certain colonel who offered me a proposal, which I decided, because I wanted to better serve the Empire, it would be in my best interest to take that proposal, sending me plummeting into a position in the ISB, in which I've now ascended to the rank of lieutenant. And of course, in the absence of Colonel Gracchus, I've taken command of the ISB forces in the Baxel sector, or at least on Bolivar for the time being. So to answer the question, what is Scarab's personal goal for the event? To spread Imperial dominion over the planet Bolivar and New Folan, and to further the interests of the Empire in that region. As for a personal goal, there may be some personal missions. There's certainly a simple. There's certainly a
No, Gracchus will not be at Bolivar. He is
yes,
elsewhere.
He is absent. MIA.
The heck is that?
That looks like a capture point or something.
It does.
Or a coin from an old adventure game.
It does.
It looks like a coin from an adventure game. Huh.
Wait, are there... One's purple, one's red. What's happening there?
Don't know. Strange.
Are the civilians... Wait, are there pirates here?
Be strange if there were, but I suppose it wouldn't be too surprising.
Good, he parties too much.
He is a little too informal for my tastes.
He had fun at the parties, from what I saw.
Gets too friendly with the local Twi'leks.
That was sounding personal. That sounded like an ISB officer that was upset and wanted to get rid of his other officer. You know what I had to deal with? I had to go chase down Gracchus. They are fighting each other. Guys, just sit back. Let them fight each other. Find build pads.
Yeah. Oh, that's mercenaries.
Gracchus won't be able to make it due to some other stuff happening. So the Imperial ISB stuff is all falling upon him.
Which
instead.
is funny because originally I wasn't even going to be an NPC, and then I decided I wanted to be an NPC as a technician, and now I find myself in a rather high-ranking position. It's funny how that happens. This person didn't originally want to be an admin. He just wanted to know the answers to some questions, and look where he's at now. To the Empire.
Yeah, that's why I dragged you down with me. Figured if I'm in this position, you're gonna have to deal with it too.
We share the torture.
That we do.
You write too much to not be an NPC.
You are 100% correct, and it's continuing because I'm like, hey, you want to write this for me? He's helping me write the BHN episodes now.
A little bit.
Because I run out of time to write that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Starting to anyway.
I unfortunately cannot contribute to the event in other ways, and so writing is how I do it.
Yeah, don't worry, it can get challenging.
Yeah.
Now, the Empire has just hired mercenaries. Slavers.
What are those? It looks like they have whips of some sort.
They're Zygerian slavers.
Zygerians, I see.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Certainly what they are. Looks like they can absolutely decimate infantry.
They do, yeah. The Emperor actually might be able to hold this.
Is there a way we can add more music to the Imperial radio? Would love to hear more from Jedi Survivor.
I am trying to make some of that with the BHN stuff, but I haven't gotten that far yet. I want to.
How much story do we want to wiggle into Battlefront Moston for side interest?
As much as possible. I'm not going to be able to work on it so much, so it's going to be more on what the people that are going to be there will handle.
At Battlefront Rhaegor, Raincloud wrote up a list of lore drops for Bolivar that NPCs could just drop into a conversation to build up hype for the Bolivar event, Echo's Resolve. And I assume there will be some of that happening.
There'll be some of that, but
Moston.
I'm not gonna do a massive ton because I know there's a lot of local guys that will want to do some more stuff, and I'm probably gonna let them handle what they want to, and then just read what they have planned and say, yeah, it looks good, or you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
I would love to have a bunch of it because clearly it's a chance to do more RP and get to teach people.
Yes. I would, being a NPC as I am, if I ever do, I haven't gotten to go to a Battlefront event yet, but if I ever do, I want to go full literal NPC and walk around saying, who's there and what must have been the wind, as much as I can. I love all the writing and NPC stuff you guys do. Feels like an IRL D&D game, but just Star Wars.
There's a lot of jokes that come out of that because of I use Legion miniatures on a map, and it looks like a D&D map when I do planning for stuff, and so there's a lot of jokes about the D&D Star Wars experience. I actually did a little bit of what you wanted to do at the first Battlefront event. Why are you running? Wait, is Leia here? Why are you running? Get Leia.
Kill the princess.
Kill the princess. Princess of what? Her planet's gone.
That's true. I'll be there. Maybe Scarab wants to hire Artie as a civilian contractor. Could be some interesting shenanigans. Indeed, perhaps. Although,
all right, first things first.
Civilians have their uses, but they also, well, we'll see. We'll see.
You don't want civilians anymore? Now you're not. You're anti-civilian.
No, civilians have their uses. Citizens have their uses. If you're anti-civilian, you are anti-government, anti-society.
Everything that I have that doesn't have people on it, build people.
Oh, are you getting on population?
No, I'm getting tired of these guys
Shenanigans.
hitting my planets.
Should-
So I'm just building. I'm going through all the planets that I can see, and if they don't have soldiers on them right away, I'm putting more soldiers on them.
Hire Sergeant Thane Darkstar as personal protection. Perhaps. Perhaps. We'll see. We'll see. Likely, Scarab won't be doing much with the regular army. Although it would be cool to just walk up and requisition a squad of people to go do my own thing. That's not.
Well, you'll have some of that.
I'll have some of that,
Because
but it'll be pre-planned.
You'll be running the RP side of things, and so players want to do more RP will come towards you for some of them.
It's true.
Until your time clicks out. I know on
Mhm.
Saturday you'll have a time where you don't have to do anything because one of the immersion players will be doing an Imperial Scientist doing some stuff.
Okay.
And so that'll be your chance to step away.
Yes.
I need a little bit more for these guys. What else can we build here? Cruiser shipyard. I remember, I thought Liana only was able to build cruisers, but these guys can build ISDs.
What
Where's
sector
the
is
book?
Liana in? Liana.
Don't remember exactly. I don't. Do these guys have a power generator? They don't. Darn, they don't have enough to build that. That's too bad.
Allied Tyon sector.
Oh, the Tyon sector. Okay, yeah.
This is the Allied Tyon sector. I don't know. Sector.
I thought when I read about Liana, they weren't able to build capital ships. They could only build cruisers, but I must be incorrect on that.
By the way, Liana's a very, very old planet.
It is.
Looks like. Yeah. So looks like the ancient Tyon hegemony was split up into a few different sectors, and it's in that area. And it's there's not much about it for the modern.
ISB torturing info out of someone. That might have been me. Well, which Mouston event? I guess I should be clarified. Was it the first one or the second one? Because the first one, it was probably me as the rebel commander.
I was not full technically ISB at that point, but I did torture some people.
The second, okay, I didn't help torture on the second one.
I was probably the person who did it because there were several players that Leanna's just a spy. Of course, she can't build ISDs.
there was also a Guardian, what's that ship?
Guardian class light
Yeah,
cruiser.
Guardian class light cruiser that was named Liana Guard, I believe.
And it's in the Baxel sector
Yeah.
fleet.
Not anymore.
Oh, is that one that
I'm pretty sure
casualties?
I'm pretty sure that one was a casualty in the Battle of Nar Shaddaa.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was a casualty. Which is why it has a name.
Yeah.
But I do find it funny. At one point, an Imperial should bring that up to Liana.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Your name is Liana Halik? I'm from there.
Oh, build a Tector Star Destroyer.
That's an
15%.
interesting.
Geek. Okay. All right, that's fine. Yeah.
And 2 Tonfalk escort carriers.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
That's quite the
Do
request.
I have enough money? Probably not.
10,000? You can almost buy your own ship for that.
Stop freaking. I want this over here. Otherwise, we're gonna fail this mission. Where did 313th end up? Is that them? No.
What 313th? You pretty much decimated them.
No, I thought I sent them away because I was gonna send them up. Now, where'd they go? Are they? They're in transit somewhere. They've got to be, because there they are. It's like they're around here somewhere. I sent them over. They're on the other side of this because we don't have a hole in the center yet. Because I need to try to take that. However, we could make Liana have information for ship construction on her slice. Have one of her slicer things have a whole bunch of information about Liana, the planet, and just confuse players. This is Liana. She's from Liana. What?
Liana Halik, native to planet Liana. What? Liana from Liana. Hi, I'm Liana. Where are you from? Liana. What? no.
Oh no. See, that's the fun things you get. Well, where? Hi.
I forgot to.
They really don't like us having this planet. Did the
And
313
you
come
got
through yet?
infantry en route there.
Yeah. Well, those always instant fall back.
Sounds like
The fakest chain code card ever.
It's the level 1 forgery.
The failure, but you rolled a 1.
But you rolled a 1. I'm Liana.
No, you
from
rolled a
Liana.
2. 1, you break the card. But on this one, you just have like it's a card, but it's like a playing card, and you're like, it's like, my name is Liana, planet Liana, occupation Liana, race Liana, I'm Liana.
The investigation as a 1 looks good to me.
Yeah, there's my chain code card. Actually, this is your chain code card
Oh,
from the last event.
oh really?
Yeah.
Well, sure enough.
Yeah, it's got your actual chain code information on it.
Huh.
I've got mine. I thought it was mine at first because I was like, oh yeah, my phone number. But that's not my phone number anymore. That's your phone number. Whoop, my bad. Now I hit
In fact, this might not even be my phone number anymore. I don't know.
Oh, you're right. You might have to fix that.
Might.
Opinion on the Andor Season 2 trailer.
What?
Go, before I start going.
Very cautiously optimistic.
I am so excited for it.
Yeah.
I watched that trailer more times than I had hot meals this week. At first, I was like, not a big fan of the song choice. Was a little awkward. Fifth time through, I now have the song in my own playlist. I'm like, okay, this song's actually pretty cool.
Hey, they were trying to get people hyped.
They
That's
are.
what
They're
did.
trying to get people hyped for it.
They succeeded at what they were trying to do. So good for them.
I am looking forward. There's the ISB armored troops of some sort. There's so much context. They did a good job in showing us stuff without actually showing us anything important, and so we have no clue what's actually going on. And from what I understand, there's supposed to be time jumps. So a bunch of those are not going to go through. 0 hot meals. I ate hot meals, all right?
You had 1 hot meal this week, and so you've seen it once.
We had a hot meal today.
Yeah, exactly. That's the hot meal you had.
Brother. Yeah, at least once. 0 hot meals. I'm looking forward to seeing what exactly they're doing, because they're releasing the episodes 3 episodes at a time. So they're releasing each arc together, which is a good idea in my opinion.
Because there's 4 BBY, 3 BBY, 2 BBY,
Yeah.
and then finally 1 BBY.
That's what and then like 0-ish.
0
Because it's supposed to end right before Rogue One, like minutes before. So my guess is they're going to end it where where Cassian is, where like he's looking for that agent.
Kafrene is where he's at.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he's going to land on the Ring of Kafrene, and then
Look for the guy or something, and that's going to transition into the movie.
Yeah.
So what all did they bring?
To see Gorman. Gorman.
Hey, no, our acquaintance, no, my acquaintance. They brought in our acquaintance. That's not fair.
I hope to see Gorman in season season 2.
I don't recognize the name. Look it up.
Okay.
I may recognize the character, but I don't recognize the name. He's got his laptop open on the side, so I'd be like, "Hey, look it up."
The Gorman Massacre. I think it means Gorman Massacre. No. Not sure.
Give me some more context.
Yeah. What
Give me some context. Let me figure this out. Yeah, another 313th that you're gonna have to run. I gotta break back through here again.
Once more.
Hang on. Game is lagging quite a bit. PC's not, just the game is. Yeah. Run away, fly away.
I think what he's referencing is the massacre that they talked about. Wasn't that the one with the screams of the children? They used that to torture.
Oh, that might be what he's talking about.
It's what caused Mon Mothma to leave the Imperial Senate. That's the big massacre of civilians that led Mon Mothma to secede.
Okay, yeah. So I do know of it, but I don't remember, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's the one that they
Because
reference.
we don't
in
think we've
Andor.
gotten anything about that. It's like the Purge of Mandalore. We have no idea
Yeah.
what exactly. Look at that Imperial. Look at that flotilla of transports. Oh, the stormtroop, the other group didn't make it in with this. I misclicked. There's supposed to be an escort group with it, but I accidentally messed them
Oh.
up.
Arrival imminent.
It's talked about in Rebels, I think, but not on screen.
Yeah,
Reminds me.
it's one of those like the Purge of Mandalore where they tell us about it like it
They
happened.
don't tell us anything.
They
about it.
haven't told us anything.
Yeah.
It
It reminds me of a.
I think I understand what scene you're talking about. That's possible, entirely possible. That would be cool. I mean, I like because we get a bit of that in Ferrix, where the civilians just get decimated because they're civilians, and they're fighting soldiers, and it just doesn't end well for them. I mean, that's one of the things I like about Andor is that Empire feels like the actual Empire that
Oh,
we're
yeah.
supposed to have.
We've gotten in other things.
Yeah, the Kenobi where everyone's standing out in the open and just shooting, and like nobody
There's
can hit
no
anything.
logic. There's no real choreography. I mean, they probably got a person off the side of the street as their writer and choreographer, and just.
Ooh, that's mean. That's mean.
Hey, we'll pay you say $3 million.
Look at that. They hyperspaced to Fondor.
Yeah.
They
did that
hyperspaced through the blockade. Good job, guys. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and send these guys over.
Something that stood out to me. Also, just realized Coke nails are canon. Like the drink, the Coke, the drink.
What's a Coke nail? My brain went to TFS with nail gun, and I don't know why. I don't know why my brain went there. Coke nails. It's that sounds like a character name. That's something made in Legends. I don't know that one. Look it up.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, you're here. Do your Judy.
Do my Coke. Coca-Cola is on the wiki page.
Why is Coca-Cola on the wiki? Look at
On
that
the
up.
Star Wars page.
Why is Coca-Cola on the wiki page? Oh, we need to tell. Coca-Cola.
They paid Lucasfilm. They paid Disney a bunch of money to have their
It is.
product canonized.
It's on what planet? Sorry, what planet was that on?
Batu.
Batu.
It's
Isn't that
new canon? It's,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
It
in
looks
the
like a
sequel.
grenade. It looks like a grenade of Coca-Cola is what that looks like. No, it's the white stuff Carrie Fisher had wanted in return. Oh, okay.
Return of the Jedi. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Goodness. They literally have ice coolers.
Ice coolers of Coca. I bet that's at Galaxy's Edge. That's gotta be at Galaxy's Edge.
Oh yeah, I bet. Behind the scenes. Yep, one of the beverage items available in the theme park, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. You called it. That's.
Oh, we need to talk about what we learned the other day during my rabbit trail. What was the organization called? Where's my notepad? The Imperial
Public Relations.
Yeah,
Imperial
Galactic-
Public Relations Department.
is a real thing because there was a real petition back in 2012
2012 to the U.S. government
to make
to build.
a Death Star. They petitioned the U.S. government to build a Death Star, and it had what 34,000.
It was 35,000.
35,000. Why are you
signs.
running? Why are you running? Why? Why are you afraid of this? Are you afraid of this, Black Sun?
Surely not. You wouldn't be afraid of an Imperial flotilla.
But there was a legitimate petition for that, and it comes back.
They wanted construction to begin by 2016.
Yeah, and have it finished by like 2036 or something like that. And then they said,
actually have a date for it to be finished.
yeah, they had a date for it to be finished, and the government came back and said it's not possible.
There's a few reasons. One of them was they were trying to get the nation out of debt, not into debt, and it would only cost about $873 quadrillion to construct
Something
this
like
thing.
that, yeah.
They didn't really have the logistics to do that, and also the government did not currently support the policy of blowing up planets.
That
And
was
so
the.
they had to come to the decision not to begin construction of a Death Star.
Yeah, I thought that was rather hilarious. And so the public relations department is an organization that I'm going to use at other events. Nope, the Hidden Solace finally. Look at that monstrosity. But we have a cannon on the surface, and we have golden platforms. They're gonna take casualties.
Yeah, but
I haven't broken through to here yet. Oh, if we take this, we will.
so basically we're going down the Warhammer path then.
Unfortunately, the government said no and said we don't have the resources to do it. Wow, wow, wow.
Well, we're going to complain.
I don't know who would even start something like that, but they did. I think it's funny. I thought that was really funny, and now I'm using that. It's going to work alongside the HR department.
HR department.
Which
and
we need to
public
make a
relations.
petition to bring her out to one of these events to sit in the
Yes.
Imperial HQ and do Imperial HR stuff.
I don't know how excited she'd be to get shot at, but
That's
was
why
definitely
she'd
neat.
sit back and not be fighting.
But it was definitely neat to have her in that one video.
Oh my word! What is happening here?
Oh, that's a Star Destroyer under construction.
I know. What is it? Why do I have a thing here? Under
The
construction.
Slush militia is aligned to the Rebel Alliance, and they will do anything in their power to keep their planet free from occupation.
But why do I have?
It looks like it's an objective of some sort.
It does.
You might get something if you defend it. I don't know.
That's what I'm gonna try.
Though that looks like a ship that the arrow's pointing at.
Yeah, it was pointing at the ISD that's under construction.
What's that up there?
Oh, ship can be captured. It is captured by the defender will be controllable. If it's captured by somebody else, it takes damage over time.
Oh.
Oh.
You might be able to do some damage to the enemy.
I can do some real damage.
Yeah.
Get to it, boys.
Be quick about it. Make it.
We got.
snappy.
Is this a squadron of Lambda shuttles?
That's I believe it's YE.
Oh, it's the gunships. Okay.
Gunships.
I thought it was just
It's a-
a fighter squadron of
no,
shuttles.
yeah,
I'm like,
it's
what
a-
the heck are those poor guys gonna
It's
do?
a weird variant of it.
I love these space ones that have all this.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, do it. Yes. I think it would be really cool. I mean, something we're gonna try to do on the Friday night is have the ISB guys set up in front, or at least some Imperials, to
Yeah.
start doing some of that stuff.
Might get a small credit reward if you.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you show up in the whites, you're gonna get paid for it.
You get paid for helping with registration.
Yeah.
Because that's.
I
something-
want to see it because we've had that before where I just sat out in front,
Yeah.
and it looks really cool. I really wish I placed those in better spots.
Plans of origin, name, age.
Yeah. You can go ahead start handing out some of the equipment and such.
Yeah. Excuse me, sir. I don't think that blast is allowed in town. I'd suggest you leave it outside the city limits. Thank you very much.
Let's hit.
You
Civic
can
Quasar.
you can most certainly help. We will. You can certainly be army security in that
Yeah.
aspect.
If we are highly encouraging everybody to show up in costume.
Friday night.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have the ability to do so, it is very much
Oh,
encouraged.
we're gonna watch this. As it leaves its bay to fight the rebels. Oh
that's
yes,
something.
yes.
That's something, isn't it?
Look at the turbo laser batteries on the side.
Yeah. Well, it's incomplete. It's
Yeah.
only got 2 of them.
That's what I was saying. It's not a full Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
That's
Pretty
gonna be kind of cool.
Not necessarily a game changer, but still awesome.
Oh, if I pull it back to the Golan, it will be.
Mm-hmm. Might not make it though.
Get all these guys up here.
I wonder if you're attacking it and the planet's under control of the rebels. I wonder if
They get it. They
If-
might.
no, if that ship is still there, but it's a MC-80 Liberty instead.
Yeah.
That would make sense to me.
Yeah, Friday is going to be as much in-character stuff as we can. We're going to try to have a few small story things beginning on Friday as well
Yes.
to help
Any of my
ease players into the game. Like, we'll have, like, the slicing mechanics up and stuff like that to help
Yeah.
teach people RP.
Indeed.
Right, get behind that goal one. Well, I don't see that quasar anymore. It must no longer exist.
There are 3 MCU 75s.
I know. That's gonna hurt.
They can.
I want to see how much damage it does. I want to watch this turbo laser cannon fire. I'm waiting. Oh! It just hit its shields. Okay, well.
Turbolaser are not hypervelocity yet.
Yeah, it's not the hypervelocity gun. But it's better than the ion cannon.
Yes, far better. I mean, unless you're in a very specific situation.
Get that Lancer up there. Let's get that ISD turned around. Get that victory over here. Viva the make our stand! Are you going to do any accents with your ISB guy?
No, mainly just my normal. Sometimes.
Because I want to
a
do...
little bit disdainful.
I kind of want to add a German accent to my ISB when I show up.
No, for me it's mainly just about the tone.
Just about the tone.
I make sure to add a hint of disdain to my voice whenever I'm talking to someone I don't really like.
I'm been practicing my conversations for Perla, if the Perla inspector gets a chance to arrive, and just that very annoying conversation of, oh yes, you little poor people, yes, let's do the paperwork, and then immediately meets the Empire and just starts licking their boots as best he can. Oh yes, Mr. Imperials, yes, we are here to help you. Oh, sorry, that was German.
We are here to help you, yeah, so, yeah. But yes, no, Philip is not
Not gonna worry
inclined
about
to any
accents.
accents. I don't think I could keep those up very well. But I can certainly
You could do
keep
the
up-
German one. You could do the German accent.
Not really. I mean, learning a language doesn't necessarily immediately make you
Oh no.
able to do the accent.
But you could throw those words and stuff in there and be like, oh right, sorry, we're speaking basic now.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, basic isn't my native language.
Alright, as soon as this cannon comes online.
I grew up on Koralag. We have a
Korlag. Korlag's core worlds though.
yeah, but I mean, even Corellian has its own language.
That's true. I mean it's a planet.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see what the hyper... I just tried to call it hypervelocity gun, but it's not hypervelocity gun. It's a turbo laser gun. I missed the hypervelocity gun, though. Watching that sucker punch through things was
Yeah.
great. Ooh. Well, this fleet is going to take massive damage.
Yeah. Wow.
With the Golem platforms and the Star Destroyer here, they're probably going to take it, but they're going to take some heavy losses in doing so.
Indeed, to lose an entire MC-75, it's not something that the Rebellion can afford to do every day.
No. Especially when we're opening a hole up and that fleet's going to be sitting right there to come down and punch them.
Oh, yeah.
Which is working. It's messing up my plans because I'm trying to get to Tef. I'm trying to get to the Baxel sector.
But you're going the other way.
Now I'm going the other way.
Yeah.
Welcome to logistics.
Welcome to logistics.
Come on, guys. Take it out. There we go. That incomplete ISD. That's great.
Turbo lasers aren't even. Yeah, I don't plan to do an accent. I've tried before. It's difficult for me personally. But I think my normal American's fine since my character's from Bespin.
Yeah.
Most Star Wars characters I've seen in media are American.
Well, yeah, a lot of them are.
I can't imagine why, but they are.
Did the Lancer die? Yeah, Lancer died. With like no anti-fighter ships left. Get over here, guys. You are my anti-fighter. The worst part about fighting the rebels is look at all these X-wings.
Yeah, they swarm you with fighters.
Almost like they're the rebellion. They have fighters. Plenty of British too, yeah.
British. Probably the only accent that I can do half well is Australian/Irish. It's some sort of meld between the two. I don't honestly know what it is.
Well, you wouldn't have to.
It's a meld between Australian, Irish, and American. It's
Irish?
What it is. A little bit Irish, mate. Irish.
This poor group of TIE fighters are fighting a whole swarm of...
That one time when the TIEs are outnumbered by the X-Wing,
Yeah.
you know it's bad.
It's not great for the TIEs. I mean, we're making damage, though.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead. Oh, they actually called the hypervelocity cannon that time. Free will. We need to break that.
You will see that vulnerable portion?
Ooh! We broke it!
We broke it! That broke.
Free. Oh, that one's called Knight of the Rebellion.
No,
I need to save that for even the bigger ones because that just instant killed that thing.
A bit of trivia: the twin blade frigates in this game are based off of the twin blade, which is a Alliance assault frigate Mark I, which is seen in the Force Unleashed game. Which actually,
I thought I recognized it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a ship type, but it's a single ship.
Your X-wing stuff. No, your Arc Quintons. What do you mean X-wing stuff? Like, do you have a
X-wing game?
Gotcha.
The X-wing game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're having a Legion game on Friday night, a Legion tournament, and I'm kind of expecting some other people to bring some of their other games to just play around with.
Yeah.
The thing with the Legion game is I was adamant that you have to be in costume to play. In character, it would be even better, but I also imagine if like a Rebel player has an Imperial army, okay, that would be kind of weird for them to play that if they didn't want to, but let's bring that free ISB up and let him take some more damage. Because at this point, we're just biding time. We're just making holes.
Yeah.
This Rebel fleet is going to go back home and go, ow.
Oh, yeah.
We took the space, but ow.
Yeah. How did the Empire get so competent?
Competent. They had an ISDB that we didn't know.
Yes, I made Aquadams for X-Wing, but unfortunately, never played Legion.
A lot of people haven't, and then a whole bunch of people just started buying Legion miniatures. That was kind of funny.
I really wish, if I had a lot of money, I'd love to, but...
Me too.
We don't.
No.
I have a micro-scale Lego Aquadams. Build the ship to repair it.
Yes. Like the old Lego commercials. Build the Arc Quintons. For you to take the galaxy.
We've had at least one or two quests at Ambition's Toll, I believe, to build a something, or it was something like that. We had a Lego TIE Fighter, I remember.
Yeah, there was a Lego TIE Fighter to build.
Ambition's Toll.
Oh, there goes the ISD.
We salute you, brave son.
Imagine being the captain of that vessel. You're under construction.
3D printing is fun. That's how I make my new X-Wing stuff now. And that's how I'm not getting into Warhammer.
That's how you're not getting into Warhammer.
Not getting into Warhammer. How to not get into Warhammer. That's
Start 3D printing. Well, because I believe they don't like people printing their minis, I believe, is what he's getting at.
Oh.
Alright, let's take out that bulk cruiser at least, guys.
How I'm now
getting now get into Warhammer. Yeah. I am trying not to. I have a friend that's really into Warhammer. I think some of the art styles and stuff is cool. I mean, I can spoil every book for Warhammer by saying they die.
They die.
People die. That's the plot of Warhammer. I've been told that's incorrect, but I still feel like it's realistic.
One day of my life, I looked into Warhammer. I was just like,
Look at all
people
these
talk
fighters.
about this.
Just look at all these fighters around this poor victory. Is that a victory? A 2? Is that victory 1? It's a victory 1. Okay. I was like, that bridge is not a victory 2 bridge. That is a
Got
victory 1
missiles.
bridge. Yeah.
Got
Because it's
missiles.
got that. Well, the bridge of the victory 1 is different than the victory 2.
Yeah, the Victory 2 has like this very long antenna
Yeah.
almost coming out the front. It's like somebody stuck a log in there.
Well, no, the victory 1 has that. A little bit of that, see?
Yeah, but
The 2
Victory
has
2
the big one.
has one on the other side. It's longer.
Yeah. Just hold on. We're going to hit this thing again. Well, he did. That's okay. I'm going to fight this one all the way out. 'Cause I'm going to start yeeting these turbo lasers at you guys every chance I get. Go, TIE fighters.
They left that Golan 1 platform alone.
They did. They're going to go around it.
Mm-hmm. And come back, just surround it completely. Not very rebels.
Run away, little buddy. Run away. Run away, little TIE fighters. Run away. Oh, dear. Well, he's dead now.
Yeah.
Oh, they are going to turn for the Golden platform. These got to be new Rebel commanders. This Rebel commander does not know what he's doing.
He doesn't know how to use his capital ships. He's just
Which is
throwing
good.
Them. That is
I mean, to be fair, in the actual storyline, most of these guys, unless they were sector commanders in the Clone Wars,
yeah,
don't have any
or
experience.
Imperial defectors.
Or Imperial defectors.
Imperial defectors, ironically enough, made up the bulk of Alliance Command.
They did. Because they actually had some experience of
they
what
had
to
experience. Do any rebels know what they're doing?
do. They like to think they do.
They like to think they do.
This
They
poor,
like to think they're.
there goes
right.
another MC-75. Can I get this from a...
You completely missed it.
I did. I got it exploding a little bit in the background.
you had it on the corner of the screen,
I
and then you
did.
went the
I
long
went
way
the
around.
long- Listen, sometimes the Imperial officers don't know what they're doing. Does anybody know what they're doing?
Okay.
That's the real question. Does anybody know what they're doing?
Anybody really know what they're doing?
So they've lost 2 MC-75s.
Yeah, that's 2/3 of their capital ships essentially that they've
Yeah.
lost. Perhaps a Pyrrhic victory for the rebellion, but a tactical victory for the Empire. They were drawn out.
Why are you still here? You should leave, Mr. Freighter.
What kind of freighter is that? Oh, it's a
Yeah,
BFF.
I need to turn everything. There we go.
Anyone else ever heard the name BFF1 Bulk Freighter and thought best friends forever 1 Bulk Freighter?
Please tell me you named one of the bulk freighters best friends forever.
Oh, I should definitely do that.
You need to name one of the best friend that make it the best friends forever freighter, and it's coming to help Perla. It's a Perla freighter,
It's a
so
Perla freighter.
Tyler can use that at one point and go, "We're the best friends forever ship is inbound. We need to go get supplies from the best friends forever."
Best friends forever Bulk Freighter. That's going on.
That's going on your list.
That's going on the list.
Come here, get closer. Let me hit that ship with that. Or do I hit one of the smaller ships and make? Because I know I can get 2 shots off. I don't know if I can get 2 shots off. Come on, show yourself. Show yourself. Well, you know what? I know I can remove you. We're just gonna remove all the little ones.
You can take that one out at least.
We shot at the ship, guys. We were going to help. Look at this. We're shooting at the ship. We are shooting. Imagine being that CR-90.
Imagine looking out the window or being the captain of that CR-90 and boom.
Are people going to try to intercept those shipments? They can.
Possibly.
I don't imagine it's going to be a high priority for most people. I imagine the Hutts may try to mess you guys up as you guys go get them. However, you guys are pretty close to the spaceport. It's just outside of town, so it's going to be challenging for people to intercept you guys getting the supplies from the spaceport. They can, however, be intercepted on the planetary spaceship side of things if like the Empire goes after the Hutts, or the Empire or the Rebels could send a ship to intercept Perla. I imagine if it happens, it's going to be by accident, because whenever they do a space operation, there is a chance that there is a Perla ship in the area, because we have a manifest, we have a scheduling of where all the ships are and what they're doing, And so if they give wrong information to the ship captains, another ship could accidentally get hit by a Imperial ship or a Rebel ship or something like that.
Better have a collision.
Yeah.
If
Collisions.
if
I'm
two
not going to
ships-
do collisions, but if I am
Yeah.
told bad information, I will
bad
use.
stuff will happen.
I don't want to really hit that because that's not going to help anymore. The other ship. Do I remove the Nebulon B?
Remove it from existence.
Yeah, that Nebulon B. We're gonna get a good look at that Nebulon B's. Oh! Death reparations for any losses. You totally should. If anything happens like that, you should totally go to like the Empire. You guys didn't protect us, even if it was if the Empire accidentally blows up one of your ships. The Empire didn't protect us. I demand reparations. Or like the Hutts attack your ships. The Hutts failed, or the Hutts attacked us. Now we're going to blame the Empire.
Who cares, loser? What?
I'll put this on. Don't make me put this on.
No,
I'll
don't
put
let
it
them
on.
see that. Don't let them see that.
this on. I'll put it on. I will.
Well, that escalated quickly.
That escalated quickly. That's okay. Don't touch this.
Is that actually use at any of the events?
It's actually, I believe it's Tyler's.
Oh, yeah.
I have 2 of these. I'm pretty sure those are his.
I know Chris
Chris
has
asks-
asked some of the imps to defect.
And join him.
If you do, we
Look
will
at
know.
those losses. Look at what they lost to take that planet.
Oh my goodness.
I lost the
gracious.
freighter and the defense platforms.
But yeah, if you defect, speaking as
Actually.
a member of the ISB, we will know. We will know.
We're just going to go ahead and hit it from Iradu.
Oh, you're gonna send Captain Piet?
We're just going to show up and like harass them and then fall
Harass them.
back.
They only have one capital ship. If you bring Star Maps,
Yes.
you'll take him to home at Moston.
I realize that's what they were supposed to be. Now it makes sense. That makes 100% sense what they are. There's a star map that looks like a star map, even kind of for like the old Republic star map stuff.
Okay.
Remember like the KOTOR map?
Well, that was still holographic.
Well, it's still holographic, but it kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah, I could see that. That would be something interesting to think about.
Purple sticker. Did you just did you touch my droid? How dare you.
Did I touch SP-109? I'm so sorry.
Oh, is that too bad? ILXT01, whatever your name is.
Yeah.
I really need to name this poor little guy.
PF-48.
Oh yeah, the one in the Ahsoka. I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although that one was
Those are-
kind of weird. Oh, we don't know how to open it. We don't know how to open it. We don't know how to open it. I opened it. Sorry, I found that
As
so
somebody
hilarious.
who didn't even watch the trailers for Ahsoka, sure.
There was some cool stuff like I can't remember what his name. Get out of there, Ozzel. No, this isn't Piet. This is Ozzel.
Oh, that's Ozzel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because he ain't dead yet. Yeah.
I'm just gonna send a couple fighters out. I just want to find the ships and just because I got the turbo laser gun. I just want to keep launching turbo lasers at them.
Oh.
That's why we're doing this.
Yeah. Yeah, just harass them with the turbo lasers.
Yep.
I did.
That's all I'm doing on this one. Just causing grief.
Yeah.
I also want to see if there is a ship here.
It's not
Nope.
there. Must be tied to whoever controls the planet.
Yeah.
I wonder what the Celestial Militia has.
That's all of this, I'm guessing.
But-
well, no, that was mine last time. I'm not sure what the
It must
Celestial.
be ships because it says they're allied to the Rebel
Yeah.
Alliance.
It must be something. I'm not sure.
In some of the mods, they actually have the Golan platform that they just spawn with,
Interesting.
and if and depending on influence level, they might be neutral or friendly.
I never got understanding the influence levels in the other mods. I kept failing miserably trying to figure
Yeah.
those out.
It's daunting at first, but actually quite simple once you get the hang of it.
All right, go guys. Don't cross the T
They've
though.
also changed it a couple times. I think they're about to do another big change of stuff.
Hi, buddy.
Do you like
Do you
Death?
like turbo lasers?
Do you like turbo lasers? Because boy, do I have one for you.
Ow.
Mm.
Now fall back. Hide. And we're gonna run the timer.
What do you think is the best reconnaissance fighter? Strictly reconnaissance or scout? Starship ever used in Star Wars? No need to limit it to a specific faction. Just the best scout ship you think has been used.
There was the Jedi, the Delta fighter, that was
Delta.
rather great. And the RC-170
I think
was
yeah, I think
basically
that gets,
built for that role because it had 3 members. You could trade off ships and just
170 was a
go.
super complicated ship.
Oh, it was terrible. It was a terrible warship.
It was horrible to maintain, but it could do so much. It
Yeah.
could be reconnaissance. It could be a bomber. It could even be anti-fighter to some extent. It could protect itself with that rear gunner. There was so much it could do, but yeah.
Are you guys charging this ship?
There's some debate about whether the
These
Alliance,
poor CR-90s.
the Rebel Alliance, could have used ARC-170s versus their X-Wings.
Yeah,
But
that was the
the
problem,
X-Wings-
was because they were going to take so much to...
TIE Phantoms is also really cool.
TIE Phantom, but did the Phantom have hyperdrive?
I don't remember if it had hyperdrive or not, but I believe that's the one that was cloaked.
I mean, it was cloaked. But I count, it has to be able to sustain itself for a long period of time.
Yeah,
So, okay, it did have a
Hyperdrive.
hyperdrive. So, yeah, it could.
could be up there. Definitely not being able to be seen or scanned is
Yeah.
a big plus to a scout ship. If the enemy doesn't know they've been spotted, that's good.
Break that. Just start picking off these poor Corellian Corvettes. Oh, look, there's a Hammerhead Corvette right next to it.
Spherina, yep.
This one is called Intrepid. Oh, would you look at that? These poor guys.
For a Mon Calamari
Silver
ship, your
Coronet.
shields aren't great.
I'm not sure why. I mean, I know this design came out in Rogue One, I believe, was the first time we saw it. And it is an oddity, in my opinion, in terms of
Mon
Cal
Calamari.
design.
So there is some lore behind that, and I believe
Is there?
the
Oh,
primary.
I'm sure there is. I
I
don't know why I'm
believe
surprised.
the primary reason is it's based on it's built from parts of Imperial ships. I believe is the reasoning
Oh.
behind that. And so
Look, there's guns on the transport.
on the fleet tender, yeah.
Yeah, they finally figured out what to do with one of those.
Oh, it's still fleet tender. It sends out droid repair drones.
Yeah. But
Not
see,
gonna help.
it's just the downward one. See, that makes it weird because my
Look,
headcanon is they have to build it all on the planet in the water, and I feel like that would just be in the way.
Well, who knows?
Man, they don't like that carrot cruiser for some reason.
Stupid aliens are evil, weird creatures. All hail the Empire. All hail the Empire.
Stop that guy.
You know, if you can take this fleet out and then hold the planet, you'll probably intercept their ground
That's
force.
what I'm hoping for.
If only you could get an interdictor and just completely
I haven't been able to
decimate.
build one of those yet. I'm not quite teched up enough.
That's the most satisfying thing to
Yes.
do in the base game and the simpler mods is to repel an invasion and then watch as the ground force just hyperspaces
Hi!
into your
Oh, no.
turbo lasers.
Yeah.
And then
The interdictor's out of action now for the Galactic Civil War
Crusher?
series. Yeah,
Yeah.
Crusher has been. It's not destroyed, but it is heavily
Neutralized.
damaged.
was it I forget, was it a bomb or
Yes.
did they just shut down some systems?
It was an explosive charge, and
on the reactors.
on the reactors, the gravity well reactors specifically.
I see.
And so
the gravity well is disabled on it. The ship is still functional.
Yep.
But the gravity well is disabled, so a certain fleet. Interdictors are some of my favorite Imperial ships ever. I want to see
Yes.
them more in canon and in shows.
it would be really cool. One of the coolest things, if you haven't seen it, is the TIE Fighter animated short that a guy on YouTube made. He
That-
uses an interdictor in that fleet, and to an extent that is canon. It's the canon use for the interdictor, which is the anti-missile device, and we have yet to see that in regular canon, as far as I'm aware, and that was the coolest thing. Yeah, that is super duper cool, and yeah, I adore interdictors. Interdictors are one of my favorites.
Here's a trivia fact: the interdictor is actually a modification of another ship called the Vindicator class cruiser, which is essentially it's just a scaled down ISD with some minor.
The
quirks.
interdictors also are also an old piece of technology, basically.
I remember
they're in the Old Republic days.
Because there was a bit of there were several jumps where interdictor technology and hyperdrive technology were kind of combating, because there were large sections of history where hyperdrive technology had gotten strong enough interdictors couldn't counter it. And now we're finally getting to a portion of history where immobile objects like hyperspace mines, interdiction mines, can stop modern hyperdrives. And now the Imperial interdictor cruisers. Thank you, Imperial Military Research Division.
Yes. You got to work for them for a little while, didn't you, Scarab?
A little while, yeah. Although I was focused on some other projects.
Trying to knock out a few more of these guys before you fall back. I don't want to lose their engines because we got to stay and fight this swarm of fighters.
Oh, yeah.
These guys don't have any anti-fighter.
You don't have any IPZs down there.
No.
IPVs. Yeah.
And now the hypervelocity count is useless against these little guys.
You're getting some of your shields
I am
back.
getting some of the shields back.
If only you had some repair drones that might even...
Anything, if I had something anti-fighter, but the Gazantes are long dead.
Yeah.
Actually, we have some fighters up in this. We don't need them there anymore. Come over. Come on, guys. I forgot about you. I mean, you guys are going to be so helpful. What are you shooting at?
Just focus on the bombers first.
Yeah.
Maybe you can salvage this. Darn rebels and their darn fighters.
Just fighters everywhere. Oh, there's this poor V-Wing squadron.
What year are we in for the Galactic Civil War?
We have just entered 1 BBY.
This is early 1 BBY.
Yeah.
I can give it to you in Great Resynchronization time if you
Do
want.
that. I can also give you to it in the Imperial calendar too.
AFE, yeah.
Yep.
Can you give it to me in
Or
Coruscant?
18 AFE. 7,577, I think. Or it's something like that. Oh, also lost his engines. Now we gotta stay and fight it out.
1 BBY. Year 36,452 after the Yothor arrival. Year 3,652 after the Treaty of Coruscant. Year 999 after the Rusan Reformation. And year 34 after the Great Resynchronization.
I was way off. I don't know where I got the 7 from.
No, there's a different Coruscant calendar. This is the Treaty of Coruscant.
Oh, the Treaty of Coruscant. Okay.
And there's a Coruscant calendar that is 700 and something.
Okay.
Yeah, it told me about it somewhere. I'll take a look at it.
Come on, TIE Fighters, do your GD. Are we out of... There's one Corvette left over there. I'm kind of surprised they haven't retreated from this yet.
7,977 Coruscant calendar.
Okay.
I don't know what that's.
Well, that's
counting
19
up from.
AFE, so that would be 7,976.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're right. Oh, they did. I'll look at too many screens.
You are looking at too many screens.
Yeah.
I'll turn this off.
Yeah. It will be several events. Look at that. Let's hope their transports are behind.
Mm-hmm.
I won't be able to do anything to them. They'll flee before I can get to them.
Yeah, that's why interdictor is kind of necessary to do any real damage.
Stupid pirates. Oh, they're after Naboo. Well, I kind of already pretty much decided that Naboo was going to be fought on the ground.
Oh, you added some stuff on the ground too. Opinion in the Raider corvettes for the Empire. They were actually made for X-wing, not the Battlefront or anything.
Yeah. I love their design. The design of them are really cool.
Yeah.
They've shown up several times in other media since they were brought in, and they're a like in this game, and most times they're an anti-fighter
Yep.
ship because they're a small little fast thing.
Yep.
Um,
Basically an Imperial equivalent of the CR-90. In
pretty
modern
much.
War.
Which is desperately needed by the Imperial military.
Before they have the Lancer.
Yeah. Well, the Lancer wasn't that great. It
It wasn't. It was lined with.
It was, but it
lasers.
was super slow. Well, at least the version that I read about was slow.
Mm.
That, and they couldn't build enough of them because it was super expensive.
Yeah. Well, I remember that Rebel pilots were absolutely terrified of, or New Republic pilots, because Rebels didn't really see them. But
Yeah.
New Republic pilots were absolutely terrified whenever they had to go up against Lancer, because it was just so many laser cannons.
Mm-hmm.
I could see how the logistics of maintaining all
The
those
logistics
lasers-
were a nightmare.
Yeah.
Logistically, I know it was a nightmare, and also it's a little. We're not in a point in the timeline where Lancers would exist.
No,
and
yeah. There's a Lancer prototype, and that's about it.
That's it. Yeah.
And there's nothing else. Lancers were terrifying if they caught up with you, but the Raiders.
Raiders have you speed. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
We're talking about war and ships, which is your favorite lore
I
subject.
can bring up the ships. I can bring up the ships info.
Your ships. This
It's
guy
only
has
about-
been writing all kinds of ship information.
There's only about 70 on here.
It's like 25 pages. I printed it out.
You should have closed the work in progress section. You can do that.
We do need. I need to make the map for the planet and for that refueling ship for the rebels, so Liana can make it look really pretty.
Oh yeah, Leona's great at that.
She is amazing. I can't sing Liana's praises enough. We've been joking that like with adding a raider to GCW. What makes you think we haven't?
What makes you think we haven't? That's all.
Me like one on the ground. That would be great.
If we could build one on the ground, that's up there with an ATT on the ground, having an ATAT,
ATST, yeah.
ATST.
Saber
building
tank. I'll take a saber tank.
Saber
I'll
tank.
take
the TX 130.
yeah.
What's the
Is it still called TX 130?
Saber tank? Yeah.
Yeah.
TX 130T is the modernized version.
Yeah. Okay. I thought the designer changed a little
What's
bit.
that crawler tank? The
I don't remember.
Rogue One.
I've been
one,
using
yeah.
them like crazy for the 313th. I don't remember what it's called.
That is likely the most realistic thing that we could make. For
That
an
is
event.
I think there was a group of guys when we were talking about Ambition's Toll had tried to make one
Like it'd be cool even if it didn't do anything.
and just sat there.
But it could, if it could at least move, and you could just sit on it with your blaster rifle
Yes.
while it moves, like they do in the World War II reenactments.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a transport. Extremely slow one, but still.
We've talked about trying to make some speeder bikes out of like the what are those called? The
Little bikes.
it's like a two-wheel. It's like a scooter.
Yeah.
And they talk about making one into a stap, one of the droid staps. Oh, look, an acclimator versus acclimator.
I feel like if we could get one of those flat crawler tanks, we could we could probably give it a lot of significance by making it a forward operating base. that
Well, we
people
also
could
talked about if
respawn
we
at.
if we got it built, we could add skirmish plates and stuff to it
Yeah.
so it could do more things.
Yeah, you could definitely do. the
But
detection
it's
systems
never
and
been built, never been completed,
stuff. No.
and we haven't heard about it for a while. That poor ship is not doing great. Yeah, Segway. That's what it was. Because it was a joke from the Imperials because of every time I had to walk out and go fix the skirmish boxes. They're like, we just need to give you a, oh no! Stupid
Even got
pirates.
a Providence in there.
They got a Providence, they got a Recusant. Is that a Recusant? Yeah,
Recusant.
Recusant.
Yeah.
They got a
Nice.
Munificent. They got 3 more Acclimators. Poor Acclimators having to work alongside 3 droid ships. And then a whole fleet of the stupid UFOs.
How do you know that they haven't replaced the acclimators with the droids?
I don't know, it's like the Acclimators
true.
themselves. Oh no.
No, it's not good.
Well, these guys are sacrificial lambs at this point.
It's interesting. Instead of getting a victory like you normally do, you got 2 acclimators.
I did. I got 2 acclimators, and I'm not
It's
sure.
almost like this is an older shipyard.
Yeah.
The victories.
I'm sure if I looked into like how the game functioned, I would know exactly.
Yeah, if
what
we
the
actually
difference is.
understood this video game.
However, I'm playing this once a week on Saturday nights for about 2 or 3 hours, and I don't touch it outside of that because
why would you?
I don't want to touch it because I think it's more fun to explore it all on screen.
There's actually.
Where are you going?
It mentions in the mod file. There's actually a fandom page for this specific.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for this specific mod. Thought that was interesting.
Yeah, there's. I mean, to be fair, if you saw the Lancer and you were in a TIE fighter,
Look
or a
at all
fighter,
those towers. With
if you
laser
flew at it like
cannons.
this, where you could see all of the guns just
Yeah.
pointed right at you, well, there's one less gun.
That is not very fun.
All right, let's just speed this up.
Yeah, there's not much to do there.
I'm just gonna let all you guys target that thing.
It's funny. The Black Sun is a bigger threat than the Rebellion. Who would have thunk?
Once we get the huts well organized and we start getting the pikes well organized, I know there's a lot of people that want to do Black Sun stuff, but I'm not focusing heavy on other crime organizations until we get good hut presence, because I feel like having a hut player and then there's a pike player over there and then there's a Black Sun person over there weakens the
There's so many different criminal factions.
Yeah.
Each faction loses the flavor and the feel of its own thing.
That's why I want to make sure, because at this event, the huts have a much more solid presence. They have their own town. They have an entire list of quests and plenty of backup personnel to make sure the quests work.
Mm-hmm.
Your computer's about to die.
It'll live.
It'll live? All right. You say so.
All I gotta go get a cord to plug it in.
Yeah, you can get a cord, plug it in over there, undo my speaker.
What is that?
Wait, we got the commander?
Oh.
A stray missile must have caught the commander ship.
Huh? What do you know?
Oh, well, it's Naboo. It's only the Emperor's home planet.
Only the Emperor. Yeah.
Oh, look, it's Crate. Who wants to go fight on Crate?
Not like it's got any propaganda value.
No, I've been trying to. I tried to take it. I failed the mission to take this. You know what? We're still gonna do it. Just to rub it in the Emperor's face.
We were this close.
This close to greatness.
We're on the verge of. That's the line.
Who
We were on
was
the
that?
verge of greatness. We were this close.
I saw him in the trailer, and I'm curious.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming that's
There's-
like at the very end.
Well, there's more Death Star construction stuff that they.
I believe it's 10,000 credits to do hero class. I think,
yeah,
is that right?
10,000.
I think it's
Yeah,
10,000.
10,000. I'm not going to say that again.
Say it again. It might be new people. I mean, it's only 3 people, but you might be new people.
10,000. We could almost buy our own ship for that.
Almost buy your own hero class. What? Star Hoppers.
But they're not ours.
I know.
Huh.
Oh, it's the scouts landed first. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Oh dear, look at all this new cool toys we could bring in. Well, first we're being Colonel Krell. Do heavier medic yet. That. What's your base? Do you want assault normally? Alright, let's ping these guys. Okay, here's the tank we've been talking about. Yeah, assault mixed, because assault gives you the grenades and ammo stuff, and then the heavy. Yeah, I'm not sure. That's good. That would be a challenge on which way you wanted to play it. Did you want to play it more?
Go real quick.
Oh, okay. If you wanted to play it more of like the helper out, or just double down on the destruction. More TIE fighters. Alright, here's the tanks we were talking about. See, I think that is a very realistic way to build. Like, we could.
Yes, that is the most realistic thing I think that we could possibly build.
And you could technically do it all with one person because it's not that big too. Because if you look at his size versus everything else,
That's
hi
true.
Walker. Medics are all yes.
Yes.
Medics are very very useful. All right, we're gonna send the speeder bikes forward. Go boys. We finally have the speed. We finally have the scouts of the 313th.
Yes. Do we have a sniper scout?
Yes.
platoon? Nice.
Yeah, that's what these guys are.
Oh, nice. Perfection.
Okay, fall back, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away. Run away, boys! If only we could build that. I saw, if you've seen people that have built this
Oh,
out of like a
yeah.
motorcycle with
Yeah.
mirrors. That looked kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have scout troopers now with our guys. That guy didn't bring, this guy just has a pistol.
Yeah. He doesn't have anything else, just his pistol.
It's all this guy has. This guy was unprepared. He dropped his blaster on landing and just went, oh well. What is the cannon? What's the cannon use of that back piece? Do you know?
I do not know.
That's one thing I've always been kind of like. What is that for? You feel like it should be the other way. Because I feel like if you're going on a speeder bike, that's going to catch the wind. But
You probably don't know what you're talking about.
I probably don't.
Did you design Stormtrooper armor? Didn't
Nope.
think so.
All right, let's get up here, boys. We got Colonel Krell here to help out. Water recycling.
Well,
Catch the water.
People use them as HPA tanks, don't they?
They do.
And what's the thing? Camel packs.
Yep.
So, you know, I personally, I think it makes sense for it to be like a camel pack or something that carries water. I mean, they are scouts, so they might need it for those long
That is
missions.
true.
I agree. I
Yeah.
think that's what it's for.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I'll have to ask our resident scout troopers at some point. Hey, wait, what's this?
Money.
Money! Krell, go get money. He likes money. That's why he does spice stuff.
What?
You don't hear anything?
I heard spice. I like spice.
You like spice? The huts will have spice. They're gonna have blue rocks, which is going to be Crix's favorite thing to find. What do we have here? Oh, outpost. Give me... You guys keep moving forward. Go up to there. The last thing we need is ISB on Spice. Are you sure? ISB on Spice might be kind of fun. ISB on Spice sounds like a drink at the cantina. Hey, can I get some ISB on Spice?
Spice.
More money for the Empire. Pretty sure Gracchus was a glitter stem user. 100%. I believe that was even. I know he had some sort of thing that he did with that.
I unplugged your phone so I could plug my laptop in.
You should have unplugged the other one. There's a phone cord over there, and
Well,
then
there were so many cords, I didn't want to accidentally unplug something important.
Oh no!
Because
Unplug the white one. Unplug your computer into that.
No,
one.
it only has the 2 slots.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Never mind.
And he's the electrician. He's the Sparky.
Shut up.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
We are. So there's a unique spice at the Mouston events that's going to be made by Mouston, and that is myline spice.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to have shipments of myline spice end up on the planet.
ISB on spices.
That drink is on the secret menu. Walk in the cantina. Hey, I want some of that ISB on spice, but make it like an imperial code to like get in from it's actual ISB code because they think
that
nobody
sounds like
would
a
be
rebel code
yeah.
That sounds like a rebel code to me. ISB on spice.
Nobody would be
so
dumb
you're
enough. to use it.
ISB on Spice. Oh, so you're the courier then? Okay.
Yeah, you're the
I'm gonna
courier.
go. You're the courier. ISB on Spice.
All right, TIE fighters are
It's like
doing.
that one. It's like that one mission. One game where I want the attic room. Oh, that's the code. Okay.
Yes. Run away from that. Get the walkers. Take out that AAT. Run, scouts, run. I'm gonna go find a mix for it now.
Post that in the cuisine channel.
Yeah. Dedicated.
Dedicated.
Look at these guys run. Look at these guys run with their pistols out. Oh. And the walkers are getting shot at in the background. Oh, that's because it's anti-vehicle turret. Okay. Alright, move up the main force. That guy just yelled, okay, you womp rat.
Okay, you womp rat.
How do we still have 6 TIE fighters? What is going on here? There's still 6 of them. How do we still have 6 TIE fighters? I am looking forward. We have a different group of people running the cantina this time. And so there's going to be some interesting cantina stuff.
Yes.
We still haven't decided on where and how it's all set up yet. We're supposed to have some people walk through it this weekend. And get good pictures and such. Are you going to go recruit those mercenaries for us? You guys haven't broke it yet. Break it. And then we're shooting those guys. Oh, I have a Lego version of one of those. The Starhopper.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I know they were in Clone Wars.
They were. It was a ship that
Oh, was that the Cad Bane set you had?
Yes.
You had a Cad Bane minifigure.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I did.
The Mandos also have new leaders. Is a rumor.
Yeah, kind of. In a sense, kind of. The Mandos,
One
not
of
necessarily
them-
more new leadership, more of a restructuring of how Mandos are working out.
Well,
Why did
also,
that come up there but not down there?
I don't know why it didn't come up on the. That's
I don't know.
weird.
The Mandos are going to have, I'm trying to have them have their own town of sorts. That's kind of the idea that's currently popping up. However, we're still in the process of discussing that. And then the idea being that you can go to one section that's the Mando area, one section is the Hutt area, one section is the town, one section is Rebel, one section is Imperial, to help spread. Because at Bolivar, we can spread everything out a lot more and make it feel much bigger, is the current idea. But we'll see how that works in practice. It's just because I think it would work doesn't mean it actually will work. And we're still discussing that.
There's a lot of stuff that we thought might work at Survivor's Endeavor that did not end up working.
Survivor's Endeavor had
Survivor's Endeavor was a lot less plans. but-
Hunter Instinct. Reveals all infantry on the map. Hi, guys.
One comment. What about the ghost town at the edge of the map?
That is Hutt Town.
Crix's Hangover, I've heard.
I can't remember what Crix actually is calling it, but that is going to be where the huts are going to be located.
That's what everybody's gonna call it. Whether you like it or not, Crix. That's what they're gonna call it. Your Hangover.
Why'd you guys come in that way? Dumb types. Alright, let's grab those TIE fighters. Let's go find their base and blow it up. Hopefully they leave little dust trails. Yeah, that's going to be the hut area. Trying to utilize as much of the map as possible. Well, that's bad for us. Is there a base over here?
Goodness
There's an
gracious.
ion cannon here.
Destroy it. Burn them to the ground.
Fly away, fly away. Go, unshielded TIE fighter.
Die, criminal scum.
It missed. They missed.
Hold on. The bombardment keeps going.
It missed.
Still missing. How are they missing every shot?
Kind of hit. That might have hit.
Might have done
It's the
something.
Empire.
It's the Empire.
They're almost as bad
We
as the
mi-
droids.
Oh, we missed? Oh no. Here's another barrage. You can't dodge if
Remember,
you're an immobile planet.
the droids in the Clone Wars, where they disable the ship with the Munificent, and then they like miss the drop pods or something, and because the battle droid goes, oh, I can't seem to hit anything still, and Grievous just wham, followed up with the battle droids are expensive. That's a B1 battle droid. The whole point of B1s is they're not expensive.
Yeah, I don't know why you would. Yeah.
To be fair, Grievous probably breaks about 5 or 10 of them a day, and that would add up rather quickly.
But you think Grievous is bad, then you look at Vader. He breaks fully capable officers.
I won't miss this time. I built my TR1 to be a DMR. I have an E22 conversion kit for it. Awesome. Is that one of the kits from DT Blaster Works? Because I just picked up a couple of those kits. Not that kit. I picked up the SER. Yeah, the 14R.
SE14R.
To use. I still need to order the rest of that. Actually, he's the one that made my helmet too.
Yeah.
DT Blast Works.
Yeah.
They make those Imperial helmets, which are great.
Ben Carver on Discord.
Which is funny. I bought an Imperial helmet from the Rebel admin. If you think about it, just kind of funny.
Well, you also bought an Imperial blaster, 2 of them from the Rebel admin.
Oh, a blaster can be had by anybody, not just the Imperials.
Well, Grant, there's also the Sergeant Cian Shea.
Yes.
Who's
move forward a little bit. You're getting kind of away from the mic. There you go.
My back. I don't have a backrest.
That's true. I didn't give you the backrest. Oh, you 3 reprinted it last year. Tyrant Tactical and stock was amazing, but you need the new hop up. Yeah. I don't know enough about airsoft blasters. I keep having to go like to my friends, hey, how do I, can you do? Who do we want to bring in? Who do you think? Bring in more? Nah, let's bring in Veers. Well, let's see if we can do it without Veers. Bring in just a regular AT-AT.
That's a graduation requirement on the Imperial simulators at the Academy.
Yeah.
Do it without a hero.
Do it without the hero.
Win the simulation without bringing the heroes in.
Get the AT-STs as well. Another squadron of TIEs. Because of reasons. Because you can have TIE fighters.
Indeed.
I feel like he's staring into my soul. Oh, here they come.
It looks like
an interesting thing. These tanks have an ability to deploy, and then you can build some stuff on top of them.
Oh yeah, so you can build a turret on top of them, like the SP.
Don't go too far in, boys. Oh, that's an anti-aircraft gun.
We should get a Galactic Civil War mod for Empire at War.
We should. That would be fun.
But probably the most realistic thing, if we got somebody who was interested in modding Empire at War, we could, without too much difficulty, add our own hero characters as hero characters.
Oh, that would be cool.
In the Awakening of the Rebellion mod, because I've seen some YouTubers do that and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's just some minor stuff for like a team member or something. They can make a ship and then make that a hero and name it after them.
Ah, that would be cool.
Yeah, that would I would
because then instead of just saying that this guy is Krell,
we could
actually have Krell.
Colonel Kyrell.
Because this is I've just been saying that this is Colonel Kyrell.
Yeah.
Even though he has shock troopers with him.
But yeah, we could have Colonel Kyrell, we could have Ben Carver, and we could have.
That'd be terrifying, just fighting as the Empire, then just the 41st Pathfinder show up and be like, oh no. Kill it with fire. I'm surprised the AT-AT doesn't have any abilities. The standard one doesn't.
Yeah. It'd be really cool to have that mod, and then we could use it for players who got the hero characters as well.
Oh, that would be really cool.
Like Dr. Darvo, he could be a Black Sun, or we could change it so it's the Hutts.
Well, he is Hutt, isn't he? Like
well, the in-game faction is Black Sun,
right?
But for us, it's the Outlaws or Hutts. So he could be a criminal hero.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, all the hero characters that we end up getting could be in the game. That'd be cool.
That would be really cool.
That's only gonna happen if we have somebody who's really interested in
Or
modding.
already knows how to do it.
Yeah, or already knows how to do it. We have Halleck.
Yeah, he's been working on that.
Salkor on the
Artemis.
Artemis Bridge Simulator, which is pretty cool. I'd like to see. I like to.
I
see
have
that.
the regular version downloaded now. I haven't got the modded portion figured out yet. And I've also got Tabletop Simulator downloaded because we've been talking about doing a Introduction Legion stream,
Oh,
and so
that'd be a neat thing to have.
yeah, I got Tabletop Simulator, and now I want to play Legion on it because I've been messing around with the Legion miniatures.
What is-
Artemis Bridge Simulator, it's a space game that one of the players has been modding to use Star Wars ships, and he's working on it for a while now. I just now started looking into how it all works and such, and I haven't figured it out myself. But it's a really cool looking mod pack.
Yeah, I've been looking at it. He's doing a great job modding it. I'm excited to see it near first playable phase, because that will be really, really awesome.
And these ATSEs have no care. They're just doing this all about. They're like, yeah, we got this. Hopefully that's anti-infantry. Yep.
Yeah, they don't really stand a chance.
You know how it took me a long time to understand that the ATSEs actually had two different types of guns. I thought they were both the same as a kid.
Yeah,
And I'm like, why is
a grenade launcher and a laser? Well, yeah, because technically they have like 3 emplacements. They have the one on one side, one on the other side, and then the chin-mounted ones.
Oh, yeah, they have the chin one.
AT-ST is more terrifying than AT-AT.
I mean, as a regular soldier, if you are, it would really depend on the context for me.
Yeah.
If you're in a pitched battle, like at Battle of Hoth, where you're in a battle line,
Yeah.
then
you see the AT-ST.
the
through the
ATST
smoke.
wouldn't be as terrifying to me because it wouldn't be as bad. The AT-AT would be more terrifying in a pitched battle.
I can imagine just sitting in a trench and there's like smoke all around, like that scene from Solo.
Yeah.
And you look up and you look over and you just see through the smoke this silhouette or the head just poking through the smoke. I think that would be terrifying.
I think as a defender, the AT-AT would be more terrifying. But if you were doing a
Like
more
an ambush or something.
the AT-ST would be more terrifying because it could chase you down.
Yeah. I think, even though the AT-ST is a scout walker and we see it on less urban worlds, I think of the AT-ST a lot as being something that you'd see more on urban or suburban worlds, because it's a lot more the right size to, patrol streets.
They do
large
let it be very
streets.
terrifying in Mando, where they have the one AT-ST.
I love that part of Mando, where it's like this one AT-ST, and it's a boss fight.
It's
cool. They make it really cool. I can imagine something like that in a more urban environment as a rebel, like having to avoid the AT-ST and the patrol troopers or something like that.
The grenade launcher in it is, as Battlefront 2, using the grenade launcher on that just wipes out guys. So much fun.
Is this the old Battlefront 2 or the newer one?
New one.
Okay.
I don't remember the AT-ST being that strong in the original Battlefront 2.
It was not great.
But in the EA version, you get a grenade launcher on the side of it, and it shoots a trio of grenades, and you just look at wherever there's a group of people and just go dunk dunk dunk.
Nice.
And whatever's there is no longer wishing it was.
Anyone who's played the original Battlefront 2, I can guarantee if you've ever gotten in a TX-130 Saber tank and just sped towards a group of infantry while firing all cannons, now that is a satisfying feeling, to just run over 100 guys standing in your path. That's the only real good vehicle in the original Battlefront 2.
On the AT-AT.
The AT-AT.
On and off.
It's cool to be in the AT-AT, but it's not always super practical.
You get it? I love using the AT-AT on Hoth. Until the Snowspeeders came out, and then you're not doing so hot anymore.
Whenever I played Battlefront 2, the Snowspears never really did much. Unless you were a rebel and you just used it to get to like a isolated command post.
You never did that with the Snowspeeders?
No, well, for one, I couldn't figure out how to do the tow cables, and the AI never seemed to use the tow cables on me. They just did it on other AIs. So
Oh, I had the AI use it on me.
no, not me.
They were super annoying that way.
You tried to play Legion on Tabletop
Yes.
Simulator?
Well, I haven't played it yet, but I have the mods for Legion. I couldn't get the maps to work, but I got the regular mod to work.
I only learned about Tabletop Simulator a few months ago. It'd be neat to.
Yeah, they were a lot better in the original BF2. Or no, the original, not the second one.
He's talking about.
I know the EA version.
Yeah, the EA Battlefront versus.
They
the
were
EA
much better in that
Battlefront
one.
2.
The ones in the 2017 one are.
Nobody
Not
seemed
great.
to like the 2017 Battlefront. I never hear anything about it.
I play co-op mode quite a bit, just to mess around and play in the Star Wars universe. Well, it is time. Look at that. It did like nothing. Empire, try again.
Try again.
Let's get that AT-AT to take out that flak cannon though. These guys are just gonna get wiped. There we go.
Bingo bango.
For the Empire. I just feel like turbo laser batteries from space should do more damage, especially if there's an ISD up there.
I wish this mod had the craters for the bombardment instead
Yeah.
of just making fire.
There
Be
goes
cooler.
one. Are any of them gonna make it through?
I love 27 Battlefront 2, and I think it is more fun than 2015. I like the class system as I'm a huge Battlefield player.
Yeah. I just started trying to play the online modes. So I've normally just played offline because I didn't want to deal with. I've seen videos of people, and the way the online modes played never looked as much fun to me. But I've recently started trying them, and it's not so bad. It was not as bad as it looked. I still am absolutely terrible in Starfighter Assault, but Starfighter Assault is fun. I am garbage at it.
Space combat in the EA Battlefronts just doesn't look as fun as.
Oh,
It
it
was
looks
in the old-
amazing. Going to cockpit mode, that is great.
But I mean, like having capital ship and actually having meaningful things that you
Oh
do.
well, yeah, that's less epic. You want that though? You play Starfighters in Starfighter Assault. What's
Star
it?
Wars- Isn't it just Starfighter?
Is it just Starfighter? Star Wars
Star Wars
Starfighter? It might be just
Probably.
Starfighter.
I thought so. I think so.
That one takes the Starfighter combat from
Yes.
the game and just squadrons.
Squadrons. Yep, that's the one.
And just ramps it up to 100.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
That's
I can't play those games outside of cockpit mode. I mean, I know you lose the ability to see all your things and whatnot, and it's less effective.
Isn't there?
But it's cooler.
If you have access to VR, can't you play that
Yes.
game in VR?
Yes.
If I
You
had
can-
money, that's
you-
one of the many things
yes.
I would do with it.
Oh yeah, stick controls
Uh-huh.
with cockpit mode or in VR. Man.
Yeah. One of the most immersive Star
I
Wars
guess I left you
experience-
lug now, something like that.
One of the most
wait,
immersive
there's
Star
still
Wars
guys over there.
experiences you're gonna get.
It's like there's still people over there.
It's very fun in VR with the Hostess controller.
Oh, now you're making me jealous. I've always wanted to try. I've never put on a VR headset. I've always been curious about it.
Yeah.
The first thing I'd want to do is I would want to play a Starfighter game though, or any sort of ship game, because that's my biggest complaint about. There must be a base up here that we missed. I'm a big World War II guy, and World War II flight games always feel weird when you play on the computer or something, because you can't look, and that it just bugs me. Alright, let's pull back. I saw an anti-aircraft gun open up. There must be a base up here that I missed. Where's it at? Here comes the Empire. Get it for your PC. Oh. Well, hey, at least you had one. TIE fighters, can you not listen to orders in the slightest?
Yeah, we can not listen to orders. That works. We can do that quite well.
I know they can't listen to orders. You're not being very. You're the ISB. Get those guys' home addresses and get them to work on proper things.
I'm sorry, I can't do that. I can find out where their families live, though. If
Same
that-
business.
If that helps. If that helps.
Independent Forces Base. Oh, that's right. These guys aren't rebels. These are. I forgot what planet we were on at first.
That sounds like a interesting plot for a short story. There's this one high-ranking Imperial, and another high-ranking Imperial wants to get rid of him. He comes to the ISB, and the ISB is like, I can't do anything about him. I know where his family are. Though. I know I can do stuff about his family.
there is a way around this. All right, now that that's taken care of, we can bring the ties back in. Yeah, so we walked right by their base. So they had a forces base up here that I walked right by on.
Yeah.
I think there is something to be said about going after 9 o'clock because the more people get in after 9 o'clock.
There are 6 people now. Yeah.
There were 7 earlier, and I was like, wow. Aftermath Trilogy and Lost Stars. What's Lost Stars? I know what the Aftermath
Lost
Trilogy
Stars is. I think
but-
that's one. It might be a graphic novel. I don't know.
I don't recognize Lost Stars. I know what the Aftermath Trilogy is.
Yeah, I've heard about the Aftermath trilogy.
But I don't know what Lost Stars are. What's that? Enlighten me, please.
There's also one I read Twilight Company a few months ago. That was pretty good.
Oh
if you
yeah,
want
am I
some
going to be
Star
able to
Wars.
borrow that one from you?
Yeah, you can borrow it.
Please.
And there's another one I believe.
You can take Death Troopers.
I don't want Death Troopers really.
There's some interesting stuff. They talk about like the inside of a Star Destroyer in it, which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
I think it's goofy the fact that it's Han Solo and Chewbacca, and that's just kind
all
of
the
weird.
suspense
Yeah.
because you know they're gonna live, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
There's also I believe it was the same author as Twilight, maybe not, but Alphabet Company was a rebel pilot.
Alphabet Company.
Alphabet Company. Yeah.
That's a name for your company. We're not A, we're not B, we're not C, we're not D. We are the whole alphabet. We are Alphabet Company. Lost Stars, a book from the Empire and Rebel perspective, right before battle.
Yeah.
From Yavin to Jakku. Partly romance story, but the rest was good. Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know that one. I am making a note. A Lost Star. You've been added to the note board.
The novel is Alphabet Squadron, not Alphabet Company. Sorry.
Alphabet Squadron.
Yeah, Twilight Company is the
Gotcha.
yeah, Alphabet Squadron is the.
What is this base made out of? The bomber better break it. If they don't break it, I'm not sure what's going to break this.
I don't know if either of us will have much time to read.
I will have
Omar.
0 time to read it. I would love to. I'd love to sit there and go
I'd
like,
love
oh
to.
yeah, absolutely.
Love to loan it, but we might not get it back to you.
The one book that I need that I really want to find is the source book for the Huts, the RPG.
Yeah, it's the Bactal sector and the
Because
hut
it's
space.
all the Bactal sector and Hut space. I haven't been able to find an actual copy of it so far.
I'd like to get the Imperial source book. That's one of the earliest pieces, and everything is built off of that.
Yes, everything is built off of that.
I'd like to get the Imperial source book.
It's on my list after the... Did that not break it either?
No, that broke it.
Okay, I'm like, what is this base made out of? There's one dude in the corner. Get him. Get him, boys. Get him. Get him, boys. There's one guy left. Get that speeder bike. They're not doing so hot. They're hiding in the corner.
Well, Alphabet Squadron is a series, not a novel. Sorry.
If you want a very good Star Wars TTRPG, I love... Yeah, I've heard that. Star Wars 5e has been recommended to me multiple times. I've never got a chance to play it. I don't have any of it. But I have heard that it is good. They keep talking about trying to do a session at one of the events at the start or at the end. I don't think it's ever happened. Oh, we lost all the ATSDs. Oh well, that's too bad. Oh, it is? I thought there was all books. A few months into a Star Wars 5e game. Okay, well, we have done what we have taken a single planet. players are a
Congratulations.
bit OP. I could see that. How much? I'm assuming they do like force powers and such.
Yeah, I haven't had any experience with Star Wars RPGs, but I can imagine having to sate the player's desire for having Jedi and stuff.
Yeah, that would be annoying.
And also having fun smugglers and pilots is difficult, and I'm sure that's something they've had to try and balance for decades.
I bet that would not be interesting, or that would not be fun to try to do that with.
No, yeah. I'm sure there have been many Star Wars RPG flops because of that.
Not gonna worry about Naboo.
You have your Ton Falcon with the infantry. You
I know.
that.
Yeah, it's part of the protection group
Oh, I see.
until he gets back to the other side.
Tech casters basically get all their spells back on short rest, and Force users have a lot of constant powers. More than welcome to join the TTRPG game if you want.
That's tempting. I
You-
shouldn't. But I want. But I want.
On his
But I
behalf,
want-
he
I want-
has, he
no,
has too
I want-
much
No, shut up.
thing- he
I
has
can
too
do
many
it.
things
I want. I
he
can
needs
make it
to
work.
do.
I can do it. I'll make it work. That's be fine. I want.
I cannot stop you.
All right. Well, we've been losing some Imperial ships. We need to build a bunch of stuff. We have plenty of population now.
What's
Oh,
where-
the tech door.
Yeah, the Tector.
Don't have enough money for that yet. I do. Tector Star Destroyer.
I'm gonna run on the Glock Civil War Discord.
Careful, you might get a lot of people on that
Oh
one.
yeah,
Careful what you open your mouth up for.
If you start that, I mean, yeah, you might. Be careful.
Be careful what you wish for.
Careful what you wish for. I'd love to have some weekly Star Wars RPG stuff tied in to the event. That might be good. Just I
Kind of like
wish
what they're doing in the
RP chat,
RP
yeah.
chats.
a lot of that stuff gets kind of out there and really disconnected. I'd like to have a lot more stuff that's kind of grounded.
Yeah.
Like maybe stuff that's directly tied in with Hut Space, Imperial stuff, Baxel Sector, that sort of thing. I'm used to it. I ran a D&D group of 12 once. Bravo.
A 12 group?
That's
Oh
that's
my
a lot.
goodness.
That's a lot of people to deal with.
I wouldn't want to. Mm-mm. You're a brave,
Wow.
brave man.
I don't know. I mean,
It's a brave.
even if you had a lot of very respectful, well-behaved people, it'd be difficult.
That would scare me. It would. I bet.
Then again, how many people are going to be coming to Echoes? 200 people more?
It's not the same.
You have a cast of people to help you out, but still.
I do.
You've described it yourself as a D&D game.
It kind of is, but it kind of isn't. I mean,
One big D&D game.
basically, it kind of is. Oh, I can build stuff at Corellia. Let's go do that.
Corelliag.
Corellia.
Corelliag.
Corellag is up here. Corellia is down here.
I know, that's what I was saying. Corelliag.
I'm gonna smack you. I need to upgrade to the next tech tree of that. What hero did they say needed to come over there to receive a new ship design? Location Coruscant. Bring one of the listed heroes. Oh, bring the Emperor. The Emperor's already there. Emperor, just do what you're doing. Stay there.
Wait, take him off, send him to another planet, and then send him back and put him back down on the surface.
Yeah.
It might not.
That's true. He's gonna take the Inquisitors. They're gonna go over to here.
It's a routine inspection.
Yeah, it's an inspection.
It's the Emperor's inspection.
He's going over here. He's gonna come back. And he's
I'm
gonna land
making
again.
5 BUI, so just before the Resistance came to be known. Fun time put players in Big Empire Hidden Force
Forces.
users.
That's the
So-
best place. That's what I love about the Andor series.
Mhm.
Mostly, but hey, RP is the most fun.
RP is the most
I'm
fun.
in a D&D game every other week, and we are solely, almost entirely RP. And whenever we add new players to their group, we have to go, okay, guys, we need you to understand something.
We will be having combat about once every 5 sessions.
Pretty much. However, when we have combat, we will have combat nonstop because we will be so deep in a situation that you will be actively in a war zone. There is no in between. Either we have 12 hours of combat nonstop, or we have 3 sessions in a row of just RP. It's the way our group rolls, and so finding new players to come into that can be interesting sometimes because we're like, guys, just we want to make you understand that we RP, and we RP very, very heavily. That makes sense. I mean, I played a few games in public spaces, and most of those are very combat heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay. Some people love that. Combat's fun. Don't get me wrong, I love the combat stuff's fun too, but, you know, we can do other things. You don't have to do combat all the time. As soon as this week is over, I'm building the next tech. Well, I don't know if I haven't built the next tech yet. I need to look at that again. Where's the tech stuff at?
Now recently gained the RP, and I credit that to the GCW games.
Why? Do we do RP at GCW? I don't know what you're talking about.
A little bit, once or twice every game.
There's just yeah, it might be a little bit of RP.
I get into an RP situation every once in a while. Kind of fun to do.
RP, what's that? What's RP? Why would we do anything RP related?
What? Airsoft, pew pew, fun.
Yeah,
shoot people. look fun. Wear stuff, cool. RP, why?
What's RP?
What's RP?
Oh, sorry, I need to build it on a place that doesn't have.
It's a airsoft. It's an airsoft Star Wars cosplay. What's RP?
Just cosplay. All right, do I build? Let's see.
Big ships.
I want to build the frigates
ships,
because then I can get interdictors. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah. Then I can do interdictors, and I can be really annoying. I gotta wait 8 minutes. We have like no money. We are broke from the Empire. Ooh, look, money.
1,000. Wow.
That was a very good,
lucrative. You should
very
get more
lucrative
freighters in that area.
I do.
That's,
what the heck is that thing? Oh, it's Interdictor Star Destroyer.
Interdictor Star.
What is? Oh, it's a Bellator.
Aww.
They finally showed up. And that guy with a cigarette. He's got a cigarette.
That's Niles
It's
Ferrier.
Patches. Oh, it's not Patches. It is Patches.
No, it's not.
Patches cut.
Oh.
No, it's Patches.
Yeah.
He's back.
He's back.
I gotta kill him again.
Somehow Patches returned. What? It's true.
I don't like it. Just because it's true doesn't mean I have to like it. Somehow Patches returns. That's like every time Gracchus survives an encounter at one of the GCW events. Somehow Gracchus survived.
Somehow Gracchus didn't get shot.
That's like my character at Mission's Toll. Somehow Durin lived. I don't know how Durin lived.
Well, that actually
he walked into. Whoops.
We could say it's due to the valor of a few Imperial soldiers.
It was definitely due to the value of some Imperial soldiers.
That's how I put it in the BHN stuff.
Yeah, you did. Okay, turn that victory around. Get him out of here. We just have a golden platform. We're gonna make a mess, but we're not gonna hold it. Plot armor. That's why
I don't know what that is. Sorry.
That's why the way I run my personal characters. Oh, here's that cruiser you were talking about earlier.
Vindicator. Yeah.
Look at this group.
Well, that's a handy dandy little group. What all did they bring? They got 3 capital ships.
Yeah, we got a Victory 2. I'm pulling my other Victory out so I can send him back. We got 2 Dreadnoughts, a Victory, a Vindicator. What is that name? Grimtosh. That's a name.
That's quite the name, Grimtosh.
The fire to serve the Empire burned brighter than the fire around me.
Is that Warhammer?
No, I don't. Well, it might be, but I love that quote.
I love that.
That I imagine a poster from Liana with a trooper in the middle of the fire to serve the Empire, but there's like a little like fire in the heart. area of the trooper. The fire to New Vegas. Fallout.
Fallout, New Vegas.
That makes sense. But still, I feel like that needs to be a propaganda poster for the Empire.
Yeah, that sounds like that just sounds like something a stormtrooper or death
Yeah.
trooper or very indoctrinated person would say. I might have lost my arm, but the fire to serve the Empire burned brighter than the fire around me, and I punched through.
You punched through.
I was meant to say pushed through, but I suppose I had Warhammer on my mind, and they do a lot of punching.
I think so. The big guys, I think, to punch a lot in Warhammer. I don't know too much.
I don't know.
It's a good thing Nate's not listening to this because he's like, "That's not right. That's not correct."
right. They got chainsaws, mate.
They have chainsaw swords and chainsaw axes. Wait, we are producing capital ships? Where? What?
What?
What? Is that over here? Oh, no.
Capture them so they can join the fight. If our enemies take control, they'll sabotage them, so hurry. Wait, where? Oh, that makes sense. It's Bill Bringy.
Fly. What's going on?
It's Bill Bringy, so it's a shipyard.
Gotcha. Ultramarines punch, Salamander burn, and Krieg use shovel. I know about Krieg use shovel.
Kriegsmarine, from what I understand, is just
Not Kriegsmarine, but maybe are they called Kriegsmarine?
thought
They're
they
called
were called
Krieg. I think the
Kriegsmarine.
planet's Krieg. That is the. If I had to play Warhammer, and I've said this multiple times, if I had to play Warhammer, I would want to play Krieg, just because Krieg are these guys who are just so gung ho about everything. They will charge the baddest thing on the planet with a shovel if they have to. Like if the order gets
There's your
mine.
SD. I think there's one on the other corner too.
I doubt it. I bet there's only one.
I don't know. If you capture that one and the thing doesn't go away, I bet you there's another one.
I would be surprised if there's another one.
What do you do with the fact that they're World War II thing?
They are, yeah, and I am a World War II themed guy, so.
Well, yeah, more World War One, but both.
I guess that's true.
Because I mean,
There's normally like trenches and stuff.
Isn't there a whole aesthetic? The gas mask and
yeah, they've got the gas. They even have horses.
The horses.
Yeah, they
and
do a
the
horse charges
old
and such.
tank design.
I don't know about the tank design, but I know about the horse design. Mix of both.
I don't know.
I know there's
I'm talking about stuff I really don't understand. I just Warhammer is kind of over my head. I prefer Star Wars.
I do too. The Warhammer stuff, I mean, it looks kind of fun. It looks kind of interesting. I get why people like it. It's just not my. It's that grimdark style. And everything is basically like they're all going to die anyway. So why am I interested?
I prefer Star Wars for two big reasons. Three big reasons. One is this event inspires me to be interested in Star Wars. Another is
this is a cool aspect. Okay, I gotta give this mod props. Shipyard planets have partially built ships that you can take and use to fight is a incredible part of this.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's cool. I think that's really cool. GCW is cheaper than Warhammer. That is fair. Anything's cheaper than Warhammer. If you pick a hobby, it's probably going to be cheaper than Warhammer. Hi, guys. There's a Star Destroyer over here that says hi. We're going to fly this way, though. They've got a better... They've got... The heck is that thing?
Dorbula.
Oh, is that?
It's basically the most powerful ship the Hutts have ever made.
Oh, no.
Actually, in my fan lore, I had a whole ship that was based on a fan design that was created specifically to combat the Dorbula.
Fun.
I might send you that at some point.
Well, this is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, guys. Get ready.
Yeah,
Get prepared for a lot of stinging.
There's another Star Destroyer at the other dockyard if you want to go grab it.
Oh, you're probably right.
Because, yeah.
Reporting. Location plotted.
Go, boys.
Star Destroyer reporting in. Attacking.
Warm up.
Yes, Commander.
problem is this entire fleet is just chasing the ISD.
Hmm.
It's like, guys, it's only partially built. Leave it alone. TIE Fighter Swarm, kill that guy. Take out the commander. Oh, you don't have any interpolator. You don't have anything good for it. However, talk about GCW being cheaper than Warhammer. I'm not sure because you start buying costumes, and costumes get pricey. However, Warhammer is also incredibly pricey at the same time, so maybe that's not a good comparison.
Our primary engine system is down.
Yes, sir. Ion engines primed.
I think there's one down here.
Deploying squadron. Right away.
Is there any good local food in Boulevard? I know Austin has that awesome pizza place.
I have no idea. We have food allergies ourselves, and so I don't normally go out and get food to eat. I can't answer that one. I'm trying to think if I've seen anything around it. There's got to be something,
Ready.
but I'm not familiar of anything.
Cruiser here.
I mean, we'll have the cantina and some snacks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I just started making cookies and putting them into the freezer for that. Oh, but yeah, that pizza place at Milestone.
Good.
Mwah. I don't know if it's just the fact that I'm just so hungry. Just so hungry after the event, but that pizza just tastes so good.
It's decent. It's half decent.
I don't know, I thought it tasted amazing. But then again, I also probably hadn't had warm food for 48 hours. And so it would just taste even better. Just the fact that gluten-free pizza was amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, there's nothing over here.
TIE interceptor here.
You were wrong.
I admit
The ISP were wrong
I was
again.
wrong, Lord Vader. I'm sorry.
I'm Lord Vader now.
I was half expecting you to choke me. That's why I said Lord Vader.
Would I force choke you?
Not before.
Dude, what is better than having warm food after those games is a hot shower. True. A hot shower after spending an entire weekend out there is great. For the Mousen event, we had not a motel, an Airbnb that we hung out in before and after. And so we had a hot shower. I won't have that for Bolivar. I'll have to drive home before I can have a hot shower. Because I'm going to just spend it all on the field because I'm trying to make do with as less funds as possible. And I'm going to miss that. It was really nice to get back from the event at the end and just go, shower. White bottle, all that sweat, those aching bones, because you've been sleeping on the ground and such. Oh, man. It's funny. We do it for fun, right? It's all for fun, and yet we're all talking about, oh, man, we're so tired afterwards. We're sore after. It's like doing a 24-hour nonstop World War II event. We're like, we all having fun here, right? We're doing this for fun.
Right?
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 This is all fun, right? This is all part of our enjoyment, right? We have fun, right?
I will say there's not much that beats walking in formation as an Imperial or
No, there really isn't.
taking down a high priority target as the Rebels or
No,
just,
it's
or
very...
just walking and seeing a group of scout troopers
The scout
parading
troopers
through
were
this
great.
town. I mean, yeah, some of the most fun we've ever had.
Absolutely. The RP events are just so unique in that aspect. Jeez, it's not a sign. Well, we turned away the capital ship. It went, nah, I don't like that.
I think that's just the same bad AI that makes your Victory Star Destroyers turn around when they see
Probably. Yeah, he's just doing a circle. He's doing donuts. No, he's just flexing on us. He's like, I can do a donut.
I can do a donut.
I can do a space donut. I do like this the Vindicator design. but it's not very effective because there's like no guns on this thing. Look at that. I see 2 batteries, and then there's a couple smaller ones.
The number of weapons you see on a ship is not the number of weapons there are on a ship. Countless times in the original.
The other ones.
Countless times in the original trilogy, you see laser fire coming from positions where there are no big weapons.
ISB on Spice, Sprite, and Gatorade. He's got it.
Oh dear. Yeah. I may have to pass on that one.
I'm gonna try it at least once. I don't like pop, and I'm not a big fan of Gatorade, but I'll try it at least once. I'm not sure what they put in the hyperspace. Sprite chilled and the blue Gatorade to make, yeah. Look, we created a drink on stream. Was that a good idea or a bad idea?
We
Probably
shall
bad.
see. We shall see.
Never know what's gonna happen when we're talking. All right, guys. Is there anything else you can blow up before we leave? Charge it. Just go for it, boys. Just go for it. Break it. Break it to the best of your abilities. Vodka. Add vodka if you're feeling adventurous. Nah. Come on, guys. Take me out. Nothing's damaged enough to target, so we're just gonna retreat. Save that victory. The fun thing about Bespin I discovered a while back, which is I see you looking at Sky City. The Bespin actually has a stockpile of Bacta.
Yeah.
Which I think is interesting on Bespin of all places. I mean, I guess I really wish the Victories would close their hatches before they went to hyperspace, but they don't. I was looking into the Bacta stuff a while back, which, by the way, I haven't heard anything out of Flames about the Bacta. They were supposed to have this whole Bacta thing. I've heard stuff about the Mandos and the Imperials and the Rebels, but I haven't heard anything about the Bacta.
Interesting.
Which I just find kind of odd. I know they've got to have something there. I just haven't heard about it yet. We need to secure the core again. Go figure. Yeah, it's on the ground, I bet.
Oh yeah, Boba Fett. What do you know?
Yeah.
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett. Boba Fett. Boba Fett. Kept saying I was going to build more ships, but I haven't built. Like the old Gladiator. Face grass, there was a back to storage. That was more of a logistical problem than anything else. At the next event, there will be a back to shortage, and that's going to be part of the gameplay. We have back to resupplies that can be found on the field. Whoops, camera's over here, Willis. So we have back to resupplies, and you can get these from the spaceport when they come in on their shipments, and take them to your factions to refill your Bacta. And that's going to be the only way to refill your Bacta resupply. The factions will start with some. That's the only way for everybody that's not Imperial to get more Bacta. The Empire will get their own Bacta resupply because they'll have a supply chain.
Because we are the Empire.
And, yeah. So that one's actually going to be built in. Slept until noon at the cabins nearby after Ambition's Toll. Oh, I bet. We didn't because we left we had to drive the next day. We didn't spend any time resting the next day after Ambition's Toll and Fate's Grass. We just got up, got in the vehicle, and left. Where's the... I still gotta wait 7 minutes on that tech tree so I can build Lancers. So I want to be able to build these guys.
Immobilizers.
Yeah, immobilizers. And then I can also build the Raiders, which I can't build there. Yeah, I can. I also want to be able to build Raiders. Raider Corvettes.
Oh, you can't build those yet?
No, I have to have tech level 3.
I see.
That's what I'm building now. Oh wait, no, that one's a small craft. Dang it. No! Research!
I believe ambitions toll early, but slept in my car after fate's grasp.
That was a smart man. As part of Perla, are we getting robbed? Probably.
Yes.
So, something that Perla has that will have a lot of will be the non-imperial credit bags, which are essentially a form of credits that you can steal. They can be lootable, rather than the credits which you can't loot normally.
The system game credits.
Yeah.
Which
And so that's why we added those in. So there's a little bit of lootable stuff that you can mess with.
I don't want your imperial credits; they're too traceable.
Exactly. They're going to be hut stuff and whatnot. That's going to be part of what the handouts will be when the players set up their shop and they purchase their permits and stuff. They'll get some of these prop items that can be robbed and a few other things. What else we have? I feel like 3 people just said something. After Fate's Grasp, we limped our way home 8 hours to work next morning. Worst choice ever. I did that after Battlefront Boulevard. The Battlefront Boulevard, I was like, I don't need to take Monday off, right? It's only 4 hours away, 5 hours away. I can just drive home afterwards on Monday and then just be at work Monday. Got home, and at work Monday, I told my boss, I'm never doing that again. That was so dumb. So I drove home Friday night. So yeah, actually, I have some credits right here. We have the credit bags are worth different money to different factions. So it depends on the faction on how much they're worth. To the Empire, they're worth the least because they're non-imperial credits. And the Hutts and Rebels and Perla pay better than the Hutts do, but you can turn them in anywhere to get credits. For the credits, for those of you that don't know, you have different colors, not the sizes. The sizes are the same. The sizes doesn't matter, but you have the bronze ones, which are your 10 credits, your silver ones, which are 50 credits, your gold ones, which are 100 credits, and then the black ones, or ebony ones, sorry, are 500 credits.
Yep.
And so the credit bags are worth different money to... Oh, yeah. I left the game on. Whoops. You got me monologuing again.
I didn't do anything.
I'm blaming you for everything. But yeah, the square ones, which are these ebony ones. There are some other square credits that are like players advertising stuff and whatnot. Those aren't actual credits. Only the ebony ones that we have are credits. The other ones are just tokens.
You can't rob me for a bag, then sell it back to me half an hour later. It's
Not happening. Find someone else. You say that like you think you're going to get robbed, Tyler. Like they're going to come after the director of Perla.
Yeah, why would they do that?
Why would they go after the director of Perla? Taking days off because I was in high school and went to school Monday after admissions told I had extremely bad blisters. Learn not to do that again.
Yeah.
Being in school after ambitions told, and then someone's like, "Oh man, you don't look very tired. What'd you do all weekend?" Thinking that you probably went out and partied or something, and you're like, "Oh, I went and played with airsoft guns in Star Wars costumes."
Put it mildly.
Double heat. Yeah, I feel like in those situations, double or triple heat would be a good idea. I know there's been a lot of talk about heat this week. I've been kind of not following everything this week with personal stuff, but I know heat has been a very high topic. What the... Wait, they're ours? Oh no, these are transports, aren't they?
Mercenary join the Black Sun. We have to get a freighter convoy. Oh my goodness gracious.
What the heck is going on? Why is it always these missions in the bad places? Move to marked location so they can escape. Well, this is fantastic. Right across the bow. This is a mess. Jeez.
Ready for command, sir. Transmission confirmed.
We don't even have a space station here.
No, we don't have anything here. These guys are just here so they couldn't build anything on the planet Starface. Murder hobo deterrent. Yeah. In college, have a job at a hospital. So you've moved up in the world. Yeah, murder hobo deterrent. Their heat has been discussed all week long in various stages, and I need to go through and read through everything. How fast do you guys fly? Not fast, because you guys are freighters. Lumbering slowly. What do you get if you get the freighters through?
Probably money.
I would assume money.
Credits. Sweet, sweet cash.
What is this? Oh, it's one of those Corellian ones, aren't they?
Yeah, Barlow's.
Well, I guess sacrifice we do. The Empire's actually going to try to protect people. Here's Perla. Here's a whole Perla group that didn't follow through with their information and didn't double check. That's an interesting design there.
That's the BFF1
Yeah.
freighter. They have.
I don't think I've ever looked into the middle of one of
So
those.
those four things are attachable and detachable. So those
Yeah.
4 things are carbon pods. Basically, they just strap it to engines.
That's not that.
I think that one's based off of something from
It-
Firefly.
Oh, I see that.
It's
It's got
based
that
off a
Corellia head though too. Is it a Corellian ship?
Might be. I don't know what the lore is, but I remember looking at that one. It's based off a
Manufacturer
background
suits.
ship from another franchise.
That would make sense.
Transport ready.
Fly casual.
Fly casual. Fly casual, dang it. Oh, we should ask if anybody knows what the hyper class rating is on specific ships. The ones that we, looked up the other night for no reason.
I have a whole list right here.
You do? We finally discovered something that had a class 4 hyperdrive. That was kind of hard to find.
Yeah.
Most things have up to a class 3.
3.
Most things don't have a class 4, but there is a class 4.
We are not nerds.
We are 100% nerds. Look at us. You can't sit there and say we're not nerds. Look at what we are doing right now.
Well, perhaps we are, but don't call us out on it. That just embarrasses us.
Call me out on it. I am a nerd. I embrace it.
Is there anything wrong with being a nerd?
Yeah, your wallet. You won't have a wallet if you're a nerd. You don't have money.
I'm not gonna think about that yet.
You not gonna think about that yet? Fly casual. Fly casual faster, please. Preferred term over geek. I feel like we're both at this point.
Oh, the nerds versus geek debate could go on for centuries.
There's not enough of us here to protect this convoy. We're just gonna hyperspace. We're retreating. I don't want to risk losing these ships. Technically, we got the convoy to a safe location. They can finish their route later. Because that's what we're gonna do at the beginning of the event. Is the Perla shipments are all gonna be late. Wait, where'd the victory go? What the victory? My victory? I bet they ioned it. I have too many in-depth hobbies. My hobbies have hobbies. 0 spare monies. Yes. Absolutely a problem. Okay. Where do you want me to go now? Rescue Lord Vader. Of course, Duro. Help me out here, Caden. Where's Duro?
It's up in the core. Go back up.
Is it in the core?
Yep, it's right.
Oh, there it is.
There.
Oh, it's right there.
It's right there. See, obviously.
I need more ships. I really need more ships.
If you ever come across Arnold 101,
No, what's that?
username for something.
It looks like a username for something. I'm not familiar.
Never mind.
Come on, 92% on that tech door. Let's go.
Reporting.
me that tech door. We'll build another fleet around it. What can I build after the tech door? Oh, we can build executors. They're just
Yes, we can build
a little bit of money.
just a bit.
Is that much money?
A bit.
Mm-hmm. Just a bit. Just a little bit of money.
That the Death Star 2 is easier to build because it's spread out more across different.
Well, Death Star 2 is actually way bigger.
Yeah, but still.
Galaxy of Heroes. No, I don't know anything about that. Okay, there's a tech door. Right? That's what you wanted. You wanted me to build a tech door, right?
And 2 Tonfalks.
Oh, I didn't see that port. Okay.
I told you.
Okay, who can build those? Can I build those here?
Makes music videos.
Where are those at? Where? Okay, I can build one there. Let's build another one. Wait, do I have to build them at Corellia? No, I just have to build them.
We'll just build them.
Okay. I thought I got those from that. So what do I get from that? Negotiate a 15% decrease. Okay, that's fine. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Works.
I'll take it. Makes music videos. No, I don't know anything about that. Galaxy of Heroes is one of those games that I've kind of just on.
Yeah.
Not really my style. I get that a lot of people like those though.
It's neat to have a game that actually embraces both canon and legends, but
Planetary control. Where?
Onderon.
Avatar of the Emperor. I don't. Onderon. Oh, brother. No.
No.
Not happening.
That's
The
that's
Emperor
not-
can just deal with it. I don't have a fleet. I could theoretically go through up there and fight it, but that's rebel controlled. I don't want to go there. I want to go to where we're going. We're not that far.
So close yet so far.
I mean, we can break a lot of stuff. I can break this. Well, I say that there is an ISB agent there, and they have been super useful in preparing stuff and telling me what's actually there. Looking at you, ISB guy. We're gonna put that tech door over here.
Sorry, what?
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I looking at you,
Looking at who?
ISB guy?
Over there? That one over there?
No. Look at you.
I don't know.
The ISB guys this game have not been super helpful. Can you do something about that?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not.
I just
connected
looked
to
over
those
the
guys.
clock. We've been doing this for 3 hours.
Oh, 3 hours? It is 10 o'clock.
It's 10 o'clock. We should probably get to a wrapping up point, but hit me with questions.
Yeah, hit your questions now before we get off.
What else you got? I'm
Everybody-
starting to think I should probably do it later because I feel like people aren't able to get on until later. But I also don't want to be the guy that's playing super late at night.
Yeah.
Oh, it's way up here.
They got an MC80.
They do.
They have a cave troll, but they have an MC80. Oh, they have an MC80.
It's just a scout aircraft coming back going, guys, there's a problem. The rebels are here. Okay, cool, no big deal. No, you don't understand. The Mon Calamari rebels are here. Oh no.
Yeah,
That's bad.
that's really bad.
Noticeable for smuggling. Interesting. The Coruscant, but inside out. That's funny.
Oh, actually, yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well,
Goodness gracious, they have it.
oh,
It's
we
like
have a
an-
population center here.
Oh, those poor civilians. Those rebels are gonna kill all those civilians.
They're going
These
to
rebels, people, watch this. These rebels are going to kill those
WTB
civilians.
more Cantina vibes. Need a band.
Banned.
What's WTB mean?
No idea.
Want to
I'm-
build?
That
Want to be?
I'm not part of that generation.
Want to? Aren't you like? Is that like
I'm not that young.
you're not that long?
I'm not that young.
We're supposed to have like a DJ or something. Want to buy?
Want to
Oh.
buy.
Want to buy more Cantina? We should make that a thing. You have to pay credits to get the Cantina music to play.
Remember Sorator?
Yeah.
Where you could pay and pick, you could pay for Cantina chips.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they would allow you to pick the music that's playing in the cantinas.
Yeah.
That was a neat feature.
We were supposed to have a DJ last time. I think they did. We're supposed to have some this time. Something again. Cover charge. Yeah. That's one of the things as admins we're always talking about. How do we get players to spend some more credits? Because otherwise we just keep putting money in the system. Eventually it will be worthless. We have to like keep coming up with new things for able to be purchased.
Inflation.
Yeah, we only just keep giving players money for no
Yeah.
reason. Because eventually
Yeah.
players can be like, why do we do
I mean,
anything? Because then it's
we
not worth
established
anything.
the hero class is like the thing you can like if you have way
Yeah.
too much money you can just keep getting it. So
Tax. See,
careful.
I feel like
Oh, careful
Perla
with the
has to get some sort of income from people who are benefiting from their protection services. Not necessarily like a protection racket, but like, hey, you've been in town, you didn't have to fight. This is what you have to pay to get in and out of town. Like, you have to come through town, you know. Not quite what the Huts are going to do, because the Huts are just going to come up to you with a blaster and say, give me money. Like, hey, 10 credits, you know, just as a fee.
The Empire Pearl gate toll to enter town. We could construct temporary walls. Wouldn't that be something?
Well, like those ones from Legion, the little barricades.
Yeah.
We even talked about how to like make one of those photoable or something.
That'd be neat to have.
Or like it's not less of a tax, more of a hey, if you're on this side of town, we will escort you through the town and make sure nobody roughs you up and get you to the other side of the cantina or whatever. And then you know it's 10 credits or 10 credits to come into town. It's 50 credits if you want to escort or something like that.
10 credits to enter town. 50 credits
Perla
to
should
leave.
offer tours. Perla should offer town tours where you get to go through the town and they show you where all the shops are. They show you where everything is. You get the lore of the town. Actually, not a half bad idea.
Perla keeps getting more and more dystopian.
Dystopian?
Before long, it'll be completely. We'll be living in a corporate world, and it'll just be, everybody against the corpos because they will have taken over everything.
Hey, that would mean a civilian faction that is getting shot at instead of the Empire. I'm sold. Hi.
Yeah, don't question it. I don't know how they do that. That shouldn't be legal.
What are you doing?
Well, technically, none of this is legal because they're actively insurgents.
What are you?
Don't think we have enough guys for gate tolls. Probably not.
But you could hire more.
You could hire more. Get on with recruiting, Perla.
We welcome community investments. There you go.
Community
There's the right
investments.
word.
That-
Community investments.
Yes. Yes.
Hello, we are Perla, and we are here to help. No, not like that. You can't, no, don't do that. No. We will help you the way we want to help you. Bad person. How dare you? School of Hard Knocks. Introduce the lottery for the schools.
For the schools, mate. It's for educational purposes.
What if we designate a building as a school building?
Hey, I would be down to be involved with the Comptonware Education Center, Imperial Education Center.
Make one of the buildings an education center. I mean,
That could be our public relations department.
well, we've
HQ.
talked about the section idea we've talked about. We've never done is having like a classroom or a schoolroom of like how to role play, how like the introduction into like how to play the game for new players.
A re-education center.
Re-education.
Nice nod to
Yes.
a certain
Yes. So somebody's certain profession.
certain profession. Yes.
We've talked about that multiple times. It's something that Recklin and I have discussed
Yeah.
at length about.
Player tutorials.
Mhm.
You've gone over that a few times.
Because especially for a lot of new players, like, how do we play the game? What do we... Step 1, don't be the main character. My man's got that. He understands. You're not as special as you think you are, because everybody in the galaxy thinks they're that. I don't want people to not have fun, but you also have to realize that you're not You're not the guy. You're not that guy. You're not John Wick.
Deployed our ion cannons. Attack.
Come on, shoot it.
Targeting at maximum firepower.
Shoot it. Before you die. Nah, he's dead. Yeah, we've talked about that for multiple times because a lot of new players come into the event and they're thinking Airsoft and they're thinking Star Wars, and the RP mechanic catch a lot of new players flat-footed. They're like, what? How do we do? What do we do? Especially people who are like, let's go unaffiliated because they don't want to be Empire, they don't want to be Rebels, they want to just be themselves, and that's a lot harder because you have respawn costs and such.
Yeah.
And you don't get money. If you're Rebels and you're Empire, you get money every hour. You get money for existing as them.
Yep.
You get paychecks. And the other factions don't get well, Perla does if you're on duty.
Yeah.
Um,
That's special.
who's on the ground? Anything important on the ground there? Nope. Well, I'm sure I'll resolve that when it happens. But, it's a discussion we've had a lot of times. Yeah, background cannon fodder for life. That's what I love being that type of character. Except oftentimes I've discovered I end up becoming like the ISB commander or rebel commander, so I can help push things in the white. Okay, that's fair. He might be. He might be. He's like the real world version of Wick. But if we designate like a schoolroom, and be like every so often we'll have a discussion, like that might be not a half bad idea, and like make it part of the gaming experience on day one. That is a possibility.
Maybe. Spread
Don't know how to. No, maybe like you're having a problem doing your quest or something. Come talk to us. We'll have a workshop.
You could even have it like mention it registration or something.
Yeah,
like,
we would mail mention it. We've talked about trying to do it on Friday night, but stuff on Friday night can be some players aren't available Friday night.
Yeah.
Especially new players. You hired cannon fodder. Oh, but at least they had a great time. Congratulations, you are being hired. Please do not resist. Yeah, we're not bothering. Oh, they actually fought back on that time. I was going to try to build space stations. I keep forgetting to build space stations places. To help protect our assets.
What is that? Oh,
That's where Vader is.
yeah.
That's for next episode. That's next week.
Next week.
Next episode. Fox style. You... Sorry, I love that. Somebody just dies, and I just imagine the director lean over the dying corpo. Did you have a good time? Yes or no? Like, holding out a form. Hey, I know you're dying, but corporate needs you to sign this form as, like, a deceased form. I really need you to sign this before you pass.
This corporate soldier has been living in this under this Despark regime his whole life. He's like,
Exit
finally.
survey. How would you rate working for Perla real quick before you quit?
Before you expire, how would you rate expiration survey?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your pain?
Now remember, this is for posterity.
The posterity space.
So
yeah,
be honest.
higher rating, get morphine. I can't administer Bacta unless I get your full report. Oh no, I've got to read this report now. Look at this. You gave me a 1 star. We got to read this report.
What? No, when they give you a 1 star, they ask why.
Yeah, why? How about you explain this to me?
And make sure you go into extreme detail. Then I might consider giving you your Bacta.
Oh, we got a hero out of that. Reduces price of all ships by 25% at current location. I like it. Hello, my friend.
Hello, my friend.
Make good friends with the governor. You guys, governor friends. There you go.
It's Andor all over again.
Literally. What's this? Upgrade to Moff Palace. You know what? On Kuwait,
Fair enough.
That's fair. Which is cheaper, new training or worker retention? Feel like Perla might be the bad guys.
Are we the baddies? Hey, if Pro are the bad guys, that means the Empire are a little less evil.
The Empire become the good guys.
Although technically, if you really look at it, everybody in Star Wars are the bad guys. But
Well, in some form or
some
another.
form or another. I mean, yeah.
I'm actually gonna move this fleet over to Callist. Worker retention. Oh, that's funny. I think that's funny.
Well, it's 10:20. Let's
It is.
start getting to a stopping point. Ask your questions now.
Somebody
Or-
just blew up my bulk freighter. How dare they?
Ask questions now or forever hold your peace.
Ever hold your peace.
True neutral often requires a certain lack of morals. What was that? There was one chart or something that Liana made. That was the requirements for being a successful unaffiliated must have two, and like there was lack of morals, friends.
Oh, yes.
Charisma, high charisma stat.
Yeah.
And something else.
You had to have 3 out of 4 or something like that.
Yeah, you have two. At least have 2 out of the 4 options.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
In order to qualify for all unaffiliated, I thought that was really good. What's up with all the? Oh, never mind. I thought there was a bunch of freighters.
I hope not. More mercenaries. Yeah, join the Black Sun. All right. I'm not gonna waste a tech tour on this. I don't have enough anti-fighter to deal with this swarm of nastiness. Why? 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 For your calm.
Calm.
What do you mean for my calm?
Oh no, a freighter convo. What are those things?
What are these things? Those?
Oh, they're one of those custom. It's the custom mod ships. They make a
Oh,
couple.
I mean it makes sense.
They call them like the Type C, Type H, Type A.
Fine. Get in front of them.
Lose that ship.
I don't want to lose that ship. These things better hurry. Their happy little butts along. Where are you guys going? Get over here. You guys are leaving the Tector by himself. That's very bad. This is a Tector.
One thing you
Oh no,
don't
this is
want to
Imperial 1. I thought this was a Tector. Okay, and double speed the Arquitton, or not the Arquittons, the Acclimator looks kind of funny. I'm coming, boss. I'm coming, boss.
Move it. Move it. Looks like a Geonosian ship.
It kind of does, doesn't it? But I think it's one of
Oh,
the
I love that smell.
pennants. Oh, it is Geonosian. You're right.
Oh, I love that smell.
I love the smell of burnt Geonosian in the morning.
Look,
I almost
bugs.
I almost started this series with Republic Commando,
Yeah.
just because I feel like not enough people appreciate that game, and I adore Republic Commando.
But we both agreed it was going to be way too action heavy.
Yeah, wouldn't be able to
We wanted-
pause it easily.
Yeah, and to be able to
This
answer
guy's trying to hit
questions.
my engines.
I think you're going to have to pull out. I don't think you can get the freighters there.
Well, I think we're going to, because we're moving pretty good, and they're currently behind the group, and they're all going to be focusing on the ISD, which I'm going to have moving in a slightly different formation.
In your request for your comm for your radio.
Radio. Oh, are you actually making me a radio holder? Because I told them, because they were talking about like radio comms. I'm like, hey, I'll be your friend if you make me one.
Oh, I'll be very. Oh,
Ah. Well, shoot.
you might have something.
Well, cause he was, I believe it's the guy that was making the gauntlet stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I said something about, I need to carry more radios, because you know how hard it is for me to keep a radio on me sometimes.
Yeah. And you always gotta be able
However,
to
come on,
communicate.
guys, you guys are getting slow again. All right, I'm gonna pull the acclimator back with them. I can sacrifice him. Can you go the other way? Curl the other way, please.
Yeah, you can sacrifice the acclimator. It's not even that good.
These fighting words.
We need to have a debate.
Guys,
We need to have a debate.
do you guys have anything faster on the sublight engines?
Have a debate. Acclimator versus Vindicator.
Okay, now turn around.
I would win.
Face the enemy. Guys, just get there. Literally have a path. Just get there.
Not worth it. Get the engines. Do the engine ability.
Oh wait, these guys have boost engine power? Since when?
It's always been there.
Frequency open. Destroyer here.
Other way. Curl the other way.
Order confirmed.
I start losing that third engine, I'm gonna pull them out. But those transports are literally right there.
Copy. Yes, sir.
Thrusters at full. Ready for action.
Get there. Get closer.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Get out of there. You too.
I copy, sir. Keep going.
I copy.
Oh, the smoke trails.
How much closer do you have to be to that blue dot?
Your order, sir.
Star Destroyer standing by. Coming around.
Primary engine system is down. Contact behind me. I've got something. On my tail. Standing by.
Yeah, he's lost his engines. Not this thing.
Form up.
You guys are here, alright? I'm not dealing with y'all any longer.
Awaiting orders. Over there. Calculating jump to light speed.
They're at the location.
They've taken
Deal with it.
our launch pad.
Come on, keep that engine going. Keep that engine online. We lost the acclimator, but it's alright.
Yeah. At least the IST made it out. That's
The IST made it out. That's the expensive portion.
Yeah.
Stupid freighter convoys putting themselves at risk again. Perla, we're gonna have to have a talk about this. Alright, that's where we're gonna call it quits for the night. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Save.
Good call. This was episode 6. Can't believe I've done 6 of these now.
Indeed, it's gone fast.
This is all your fault. You know that, right?
What did I do?
You were the one that wanted me to play this to begin
Oh.
with, and I'm like, I could do 2 things with it.
Oh yeah, because you were originally just gonna talk. I thought, game might be cool.
Yeah,
Might play a game. Forgot about that. Yeah, it's all my fault.
it is your fault.
It's all my fault. You guys have to listen to him. Sorry.
Bolivar is my sector. Nothing else is my fault. But it might be Diggory's fault. I want to get that to work. I'm not sure if where I'm gonna have time to play the Inspector yet, but I want to play the Inspector, just because it's gonna be so much fun for myself to be this. Oh yes, everybody, how are we doing? Yes. Take my coat.
Hold this.
Hold my coat.
Hold this. Don't get it dirty.
So you get it
fool.
dirty. I want to make sure I have the big long gloves so I can dramatically take off my gloves. Yeah. And he will be a single life character,
Oh, yes. If
they were already aware and slightly panicked about it, which I think was hilarious when I saw that chat. But toodles, guys. We will see you guys next week. I will see you guys next week. He
I
won't be
will
here next week.
Probably not be aware. But
But we will continue this next week. Thank you guys.
long live the Empire.
For the Empire.